Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Oh, man. I'm looking outside because the wind's blowing real bad. It's starting to snow already. I mean, I know we're supposed to get a bunch of snow squalls today, but not looking forward to the next couple of days because apparently we're supposed to get a couple inches of snow. Really had hoped to not get any of that this year. Although, I guess maybe it's not the worst thing in the world, considering that we're super fucking slow at work. So hey, maybe this will make some backup, give me some longer days, and I could make a little bit of money. Although, I'm not really concerned about money that much nowadays. Hey, Antonio, what's up, man? What do you mean just imagine it's cocaine or something? How is that supposed to do anything for me? Let's just say these last week and this week I'm not particularly concerned about money because last week for some reason I got 3 paychecks and this week I know I'm getting two. So, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not working as much. Let's see. So we need to head to Labyrinth. That's where we left off. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I'd say, hey, even if you don't feel like playing it every day, at least do the logins so you can accumulate resources for Lip. That's what I'd say. Hey, Aaron. Things are going alright. I'll be finishing Chapter 4 today, which should be nice. Life. No, I know what you're getting at. Me. What the fuck? Huh? What is this? A skull and crossbones abruptly appears above my head. This is ominous. Doesn't get more ominous than this. So that there is a countdown. To your end, John. Your death sentence. Jinako's voice echoed throughout the labyrinth. It should just be a regular transmission, but it sounds ominous. Like she's satisfied with herself. You hear me? Once that number hits 0, you're a goner. No resets allowed. Got it? I warned you. Anything happens, it's your own dang fault. The sentinel of the labyrinth's voice wanes and grows distant. An indescribable gravity lingers in its trail. The number displayed here is certainly ticking down with each passing moment. Is this a time attack floor? No, even if there is a time limit, why are there so many digits? If it's by the second, then we have plenty of time. If I go about this poorly, I'll have months. Wait, won't this take years? Wow, you're quite skilled to be able to read numbers over your own head. I want to try writing on your head, too. A little bit. Ah, yes, all jests aside. So, digits of death. That's rather morbid. I hate both pain and death. Fortunately, these digits are as languid as a sleeping hippopotamus. That said, I'm still reluctant to press on. Saber isn't acting flustered, which distracts me from my apprehension. But to be honest, it wasn't really that big a shock to me. Right now, Jinako's state of mind is what has me concerned. Like back with Rin and Ronnie, her mind isn't working to remove foreign invaders. It's working to reject them. Jinako said we'll end up in the same place. I don't know what she's trying to tell me with that, but I can't leave this lying, lonely girl alone. Let's look for Jinako. Let's go open the door to the outside. Let's go find her hope. What are these, like, warps? Refresh my memory. What did you say about experiencing the game again? Oh, great. It's a fucking warp puzzle. takes me over here. That's a Jinako original. The loop-de-warp. Go ahead and waste your counts on elements of the labyrinth that no one asked for. Ah, yes, that. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, thanks, man. Where's this red go? I'm all the way up here. Oh. Oh, there's Jinako. What, you mean 2 years from now? Because I don't really play on JP all that much anymore. But yeah, I'll have enough for when it comes to NI. I don't really play JP all that much anymore, Aaron, so... yeah. I will be keeping an eye on how, the servants do look, though. Or how they, whatever I'm trying to say, their skills and NPs. I'm rather curious about it. Oh, do you have any prospects, Antonio? What does that have to do with what we were talking about? Good for you, I guess. Let's do attacks on the second one. Damn it, you did breaks. Okay. Now we'll be able to do it. Well, hey, best of luck to you regardless, Aaron. You hoping to get Ushigo then? Ushi and Shosetsu? Why? Best of luck to you. I'd probably want one of each as well. I'm just glad they made Iori free. What's this? I think. I don't remember. Not all of them. I got some of them. Oh, you guarded that time? What is this missing code? Oh, that's the swim set. For Taiga, okay. Oh well, we found Jinako. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't really think the Tamama and I being separated is much of an issue, because, you know, we already have 2 of them in FGO. I will say, it's not as if the servants from Samurai Remnant are strictly bound to a collab. They could always come later as just servants on their own. They are not, what is it? They are not, you know, bound to the Waxing Moon ritual. Unlike, say, the Masters, who were, you know, actual historical figures. Not to say the servants weren't, but, you know, the Masters being servants makes sense. Where Musashi, hasn't had I don't know when hers is. After regressing from the labyrinth's cemetery, we saw a room. And that room is Jinako, all alone. Saber surveys the space, but Launcher is nowhere to be found. We unexpectedly arrived at our destination. Yet again, very quickly. Or not. The path continues further past here. And you've reached the goal. Good job. I'll tell you something as a reward. The SG for this labyrinth is Curse of Death. Without hesitation, she says something outrageous. I barely had time to be startled before she continued. And I'll let you in on something else, too. If you want that SG, someone's gotta die. Someone has to die. Jinako herself was feigning indifference. Still, after firing her verbal bullets through my heart, she loosed a bundle of grenades on me with that, too. This is inexcusable. I demand that you correct that arrogance of yours. A menacing saber draws closer to the totally defenseless Jinako. This is bad. I get why she's angry, but this is the one shortcut to the end I don't want to take. If we defeat Jinako without obtaining her SG, the entire student council will be trapped in the far side of the moon cell, and escape will be impossible.
Stop.
This is certainly a condition we can't simply ignore. You said someone must die, but then what happens to Hakuno's countdown? Do you impose the burden of this curse of death upon all challengers of the labyrinth? Well, duh. But if you were to get that SG, you would presumably finish clearing the labyrinth, so the countdown should stop, right? Heck if I know. Anywho, it's simple, yo. No need to sweat the small stuff on this floor. It's the only neat tip tree I got for ya. That's not very funny. Like hell we're going to accept a requirement like that. That's right. We can't possibly ignore this. This is a plot by BB, taking advantage of the characteristic of Jinako's SG. You just hit me! One can lose a battle yet win the war, and I got the most genius idea! A roar erupted in as if to shatter the deathly silence. It wasn't a labyrinth signal, it was a live voice reaching my ears. But from where? Old man. It's too noisy. We're going to suspend... Actually, relay our signal. It appears that Monjigato is visually observing you from the vicinity of the labyrinth's entrance. Huh? How is he doing that? That's incredible. Incredible, but scary. Aye, good work, Treasurer Ronnie.
I thank you. That urna on your forehead isn't just for show. Off to report to Hakuno Kishinami now.
Unlikely to dial down his volume, Gato's transmission reaches me. After all the trouble he's been in after warning him, he's going to try and tackle the labyrinth alone again, and without a servant.
Sorry to bother you when you're busy, Hakuno Kishinami. Do you hear me? Too loud? Oh, sorry. Actually, I have a super secret strategy this time. I want to modestly instruct you on it so very badly. Basically, you know. I don't really mind this countdown stuff, but those enemies wandering over there truly are a tad scary. Therefore, it's time for you to answer my summons, like the ever-descending gods and Buddha do for me. I'd like for you to return to the labyrinth's entrance post-haste. Come back, Hakuno!
I've never heard such blatantly caustic confidential conversation. I involuntarily meet eyes with Jinako. Jinako was scowling, fed up with it, but soon simply shrugged with disinterest. A sore task. However, see how that grown man supplicates us without shame. Let's turn back, Praetor. Everyone in the student council is likewise speechless, probably unsure of what to make of this. That said, it's not like I myself have a solution, unfortunately. Let's start by heading back to the labyrinth's entrance and meeting up with Gato. Genius plan. What is it really, Gato? If it's a stupid plan you took 3 seconds to make up, we'll turn you into shrimp chili.
Oh, that's our famously stubborn hot dogger and microwave everything granny for you. Yes, your concerns are understandable. But believe in me now and entrust this to me with the same sentiment as the one who rides the Titanic. It's 3 minutes until the iceberg.
That's not exactly inspiring a lot of confidence, but alright. Yeah, this guy decided to random roll his free choice for a servant and landed on Sanzo. You know, instead of going with a smart decision. That's Antonio for you. Now Gato shows up. Looks like he evacuated temporarily. Was he always this wise? No, have this much sense?
Good to see you again. I just dropped in myself. Oh, I'm serious. I wasn't waiting. Not at all. But hey, Kishinami, I know I'm the one that called you here, but don't you feel tired? In the manner of Jizo, I shall wait here. Stopping by the old school to prepare isn't a bad choice. Once I make my move, my cataclysmic grand strategy will go off instantly. Explosion! No doubts, I'm going in. That kind of thing. If you need to mentally prepare before that, do some shopping, or consult President Leo, then you should go get it all out of the way.
Although he's oblivious, Gato is always capable about thinking of others. I think taking his advice and going back to the old school will be fine. Yeah, might as well take the time to heal up, too. Once we come back, it's not like we have enemies to fight on the way to Jinako. I don't think I have anything to report to Leo about, though. Okay, so nothing there. Alright, well, let's just go back then. I will save, though. Alright, let's go.
That's not a bad choice. Good, then let us commence our charge. Let our charge commence. I hereby place my humble life in your hands.
What? Gato immediately heads off into the labyrinth, like what a mother cat does. His stride might just pick us up and pull us all along by the neck. Hold on. Before we go, tell us of the repercussions and promise of your proposal. In words we can understand. That's right. Just what is this idea you invited me to hear?
Yes, about that. Forgive me, I have no such thing. That was my means, as in, to justify my ends.
What? Huh? So, a lie. What the hell is this old man spouting? Does this look like the time to be telling jokes? Is he just full of hot air? His statement went so far that even Shinji, who isn't even in the student council room, chimed in. Looks like he was peeking in on us from somewhere.
I'll dutifully accept your ire. However, I, Monji Gato, must use any means necessary to meet Jinako. To do that, I mustn't be occupied with such trivial labyrinth traps and enemies. Hakuno Kishinami, Lady Saber, I apologize, but I request that you indulge my selfishness. Come to the Pessimist Sentinel. We haven't the leisure to stroll, for the counter above our heads continues to fall.
I mean, we have plenty of leisure, honestly. It takes years. And whose fault is that? Here's a question I had no time for as Gato pushes forward, no ifs, ands, or buts. Not much we can do about it. We'll just have to go back to the room Jinako was in. I mean, go to the dungeon. I'm in the dungeon. Yeah, your polls were something else, alright. We drag ourselves back to where Jinako is. She even stuck around for us. Jinako looks up at Gato with a blank stare. Gato does his thing and plunks himself down on the ground cross-legged in front of her. Broken is not the word I would use to describe it.
At last, I was able to meet you in person. Your expression really and truly does look awful.
So naggy, man. You planning to lecture me? Or you just want to prove your worth by showing how helpful you are? Looking for a place to settle in the student council, old man?
The Earth had no such place where I belonged. Not anywhere. I certainly did run around the world, but the answer I sought was nowhere to be found. Diving into this moon was my last hope, and when I finally met with the truth, she said, "Yeah, there's no answer," and left. No, she's planning to come back right away. My wife, my goddess, is a merciful one. After our single defeat, she unmistakably forgave me by speaking the words, "Gato, get to work." I think she said that. Well, enough about me. For the time being, let's talk about humans. I wanted to hear your voice.
Gross, you sideburns creep. Jinako isn't a Christian or a Buddhist. And I'm even less interested in offering your sketchy god anything. Not even a single tin of cat food. Dumbo.
Precisely now that your creed is desperate, consider praying to my resplendent god. When one door is shut, another window opens. If you sincerely object to even that, then try complaining about something. I never fail to clean my ears every morning.
I've been telling you, man, there's no such thing as gods. If any sort of a god exists, then it's death. And that's it. The only thing I can believe is heavy, and it's cold enough to make your fingers stick. The touch of death. Praetor. Saber whispers low and glances sideways at me, telling me to check the 5 meditations in my left arm. But I reply by shaking my head. I have yet to sense any indications of her SG. Yeah, there was never any sort of God. That's because God abandoned me. After all, it doesn't matter. No matter where you go in this world, it all belongs to the chosen geniuses. Like you, John. Don't tell me otherwise. Old man, you're a dummy, but you're a genius when it comes to affirming this world, right? But no genius can break this wall. Death is absolute. It treats everyone the same. There are no genius or mediocre beings in death's eyes. There isn't anyone who doesn't fear death, which means there's nothing to blame me for. As a human being, not moving a single step is to be expected.
I have to admit it is true. Jinako Karagiri, try talking to me about the origin of the cause of your rage. I'll absolve you of your sins all in one go.
I don't get what you mean. A worthless monk saving a totally worthless person? Doesn't make one pixel of sense. Isn't this enough? I don't want to speak another word. You give me plenty of company, right? It's pointless to chase after me. Only death lies ahead. No killing, just simple death. John, Gato, you won't be spared. Not the student council bunch or the AIs or the NPCs. No one gets spared anyway. No one. Our destiny here is to turn into Spiritron foam and disappear.
Jinako. Poofing away again? Hold it, Jinako! Oh!
Wait, Manjigato, don't go alone. You'll perish. Once again, Jinako slipped away further into the labyrinth, and we're losing sight of Gato now that he's chasing after her. Our problems double out of nowhere. There still hasn't been any SG reaction. I wonder if we should really keep going deeper in. Praetor, concern for others is good and fine, but don't forget about the curse suspended over your own head. I guess I can sympathize, though. We mustn't leave those two to their own devices, even if together. Oh, of course there's more enemies.
宝はあるだけ欲しくなるもの。根こそぎ持っていくぞ、奏者よ。
やっても道を間違えたなり。
何？少し通信の音量を下げてください。
はい。心して命じよ。
Skill. These things have skills?
始めるぞ。天幕よ、落ちよ。ローサイクト天幕よ、落ちよ。ローサイクトいいではないか。喧嘩と散れ。ローサイクト鈍いな。いい気分だ。共に勝利を。しなさい。鈍いな。こんなものです。
Not bad.
次励むだよ。
Ooh, 28. Nice.
満足してはならぬぞ。
Oh. Something tells me that's a dead end. When can you send MASH? Like I said, that's story. Ascension mats, you can find those in the training grounds, depending on what day it is. That'll be what class you can get. Oh no, this was a dead end.
早速使うとしよう。無駄遣いもまたよしった。奏者よ、指示を。
Is it in Singularity too? I'm not sure. I don't know when her first. It's been a while. I don't remember when her first ascension is.
喧嘩と散れ、ロサイクト。天幕よ、落ちよ、ロサイクト。悪くはなかったね。
Oh, here we go. No, it's when you yeah, the second singularity. Clear the second singularity and you get her ascended.
もっと褒めても良いのだぞ。
I mean, you know, you don't have to wait for me.
始めるぞ。変量するぞ。喧嘩と散れ、ロサイクト。世のマスターは背が不一だな。期待しないわ、マスター。
Oh god damn it! It changes the change the fucking things.
始めるぞ。改めるがよい。とどめといこう。いい気分だ。華麗に決めよう。まだまだ。次は励むがよい。世の権利。まだまだこんなものではない
What?
ぞ。
Oh, that's cheap. That's fucked up.
退屈な演目に良い声で泣かせてやろう。共に勝利。
God damn it.
天幕よ、落ちよ、ロサイクト。喧嘩と散れ、ロサイクト。悪くはなかったよ。期待しないわ、マスター。
This is all dead ends. So I'm guessing these are all dead ends.
心だな。
Oh, this one's real. Shockwave Second Strike.
早速着てみせるのだ。
X to stun 2 and defeat weaker enemies. Interesting. How the hell do I get the other shit then? Ah, I see.
早速使うとしよう。無駄遣いもまたよし。奏者よ、良い声で鳴らせてやろう。
Oh, this isn't a dead end.
エネミーめ、今日だけは見逃せ。調整は進まねばならんのだ。
Okay, that goes somewhere. Trying to find a way to that fountain now. Could really use a heal. What other paths didn't I take? Oh, I guess this one here. There we go. I wonder, is this the way to the relief? I guess so. Yep. We still need our SG. We finally arrive at the innermost section of the 12th floor. Jinako is standing statue still in the back of this room. Still no signs of Karna. Jinako has stayed all alone since the 11th floor. If her wish is for death itself, then what could Karna possibly do about it? And I can do even less.
そこから先に足を踏み入れると死ぬっす。
Jinako's dispassionate voice echoes throughout the labyrinth. It sounded to me like that prank she made once before. Jinako's tone doesn't sound serious either. Just thinking about budging a single inch makes all the tendons and muscles in my body squeak with a voiceless wail. This is giving me goosebumps. This sensation. It's what awaits those who are defeated in the Holy Grail War.
それが最後の SG。欲しいならあげるっす。でも死ぬっすよ。奏者よ。めったなことを考えるでないぞ。価値ある犠牲などは所詮聖者のたわごとだ。決して希望を捨てず諦めぬ闘志こそが活路を開くというのは無論建前だが、このような死に方全く美しくないではないか。
There's nothing to suspect. This is a trap. I don't think it's likely that Jinako built a wall like this on her own. BB probably gave her a hand. I'm sure that BB is looking down on us and chuckling over how frightened we are to be at death's door. But if that's the case, then If you won't go, then allow me to go, Hakuno Kishinami.
ガト？追い越してしまっていたか。しかし貴様 いつもの能天気ぶりはどうした？落としてきたか？
この辺りが頃合いよ。ジナコカリギリの続年と呵責、俺がいただく。
Gato? What's going on? This doesn't feel right somehow. I don't see an iota of his usual irksomeness. In his expression is neither anger nor fear. I see enlightenment and... is that pity? In any case, Gato is going for the wall of death. I say... You'll just be throwing your life away. You can't do this, Gato. There's no sense in it.
どうもこうもない。これが小生の役割なのだ。ポジションメイキングである。
As if slipping through the entrance curtains of a casual izakaya bar, Gato smoothly steps into that domain. Jinako's body snaps stiff with horror. I sense the machinations of the labyrinth ruthlessly unfold. I was unable to even react fast enough against Gato's overly composed determination. No. I had a sliver of a margin to stop him, but a suppressive determination swelled behind Gato.
おっさん、もう止めらんないから。それ、あんたは分解される。ムーンセルから跡形もなくなる。死ぬ。おっさん、無駄に体がでかいから、人より処理に時間がかかるかもだけどね。
おっさんではない。坊さんであると言ったはずだ。ああ、それと一つ言い忘れておった。策がないと言ったな。すまぬが、あれこそが嘘だ。
I'm guessing this was his plan all along.
死なねばならないと聞いて、小生の出番とピンときてな。なぜなら、実は小生、すでに死んでおったのだ。いや、うすうす感づいていたが、記憶を取り戻してはっきりしたわい。なので、ここで死しても同じこと。死者が死ぬことで SG が手に入るとは、これほどうまい妙案はありえまい。
Gato roars laughing. But this isn't something one can just laugh off. Gato was already dead. He was probably defeated in the near side's Holy Grail War. To tell the truth, I had a feeling that's how it was. I mean, Gato said it himself. My servant went away. His servant wasn't preyed on by BB's black noise. Before Gato was attacked by BB, he had already lost his servant. So basically, after he was defeated in the Holy Grail War, he was plunged into the far side. And so that's why. Within the near side, Monji Gato is a master who's already dead. He's a ghost who can't exist anywhere else besides the far side of the moon. He's nothing more than a dead man's dream, having been processed by the moon cell as being defeated in the near side.
ガトー団長。
やっぱりそうだったのね。
そう悲しむな、良きライバルたちよ。愚僧は力及ばず、聖杯戦争の4回戦で敗北し、妙だがその刹那、死は確定したものの、消滅する直前に BB が現れ、小生をこの裏側に引き込んだのだ。この体は元より死人。悲しむことはお門違いだ。死んだガトーがまた笑った。死んでからも役に立った二度おいしいウルトラグドウソウがいたのだと。
おっさん。おっさんはおかしいっす。なんで笑えるっすか。こんなのいじめっす。聖杯戦争で負けて死んだと思ったら生きていて、助かったって喜んでいたら現実を突きつけられて、おっさんはもっと怒ったり悲しんだりすべきっす。っていうか本気でわかんない。 私を救うとか言ってたけど、おっさんの方が何倍も救われないじゃん。あんなに神様神様言ってずっと信じてきたのに、神様はおっさんを救わない。そんなのおかしいと思わないの？公平だらけじゃない。この世は全部残酷にできている。ハンピーは救われない。負け組は生まれた時から決まってる。死の運命は冗談みたいに落ちてくる。そうよ、何も悪いことをしてないのに、私のパパとママは死んじゃった。普通に道を歩いてただけなのに、映画みたいにぺしゃんことか笑えない。トラックの事故って何？アイスバーンで滑ったって何？運がなかったって何？才能がない人間には運さえないっていうわけ？文句を言う機会さえ取り上げられてるの？やだ、私はもうやだ。こんなひどい放置プレイ耐えられない。神様はパパとママを見放した。私だって見放した。じゃあ生きていてもしょうがない。こんな社会どこにも救いはない。ネットの中ぐらいしか平等じゃない。だからしょうがないよね。私は何も悪くない。ネットに引きこもるのは当然だもん。ネットだけが平等の暇つぶし。みんなで仲良く距離を保って、なんとなく仲間泣きができればいいんだ。みんなで妬み合って、憎み合って、ごちそうを分け合って、笑い合って、虚しさも分け合って。それでいい。あとはゆっくり、いつか来る死を待ってるだけでいい。私は脱出なんてしない。私は何も期待しない。私は本当なんて聞きたくもない。だって初めからいなかった。みんなを見守ってくれる神様なんてどこにもいなかったんだから。
Like a broken dam, Jinako pours her heart out. These cries didn't come from being trapped in the far side of the moon. They were pent up inside her since long before. But how no Kishinami has no answer to her cries? I can't even recall my memories from before the Holy Grail War. I'm probably not qualified to sympathize with Jinako's grief. If anyone can dispel her darkness, it's one person and one person only. Only Manjigato, now standing on the drawn precipice of death, gazing at Jinako with full composure.
参ったのう。それは違う。それは違うのだ。その怒りは全くもって意味のないものなのだ。良いか、カリギリよ。お主は神様なんていないと言っておったが、それは間違いだ。神はいる。確かにいる。俺は世界を巡って多くの、あまりにも多くの神に触れてきた。土着の神がいた。侵略者の神がいた。営みから生まれた神がいた。営利から生まれた神がいた。恐るべきたたり神もいた。小生好みの肉感的な女神もいた。よくわからない萌え神もいた。まさに千差万別。八百万の概念は日本だけの話ではない。地球規模の話よ。その多種多様さに圧倒されながらも、俺はある事実に気づいた。すべての神にはある共通点があると。お主には言うまでもなかろう。現実世界において個人を幸福にした神はこの惑星には存在しない。それでようやく悟った。この世に神は増します。されど人を救う神はただの一つもいないのだと。なぜだかわかるか。単純なことだ。それはアバターを彫った者は人間だからだ。人間とは奪い、殺し、貪り、そして忘れるもの。おお、まさにスーパーニート。嘆かわしきかな。 人間とはそもそもニートなのだ。何も悪いことではない。
Are you?
マジで？じゃあジナコさんが引きこもっているのも動物として普通なんすか？
そうなのだ。なので衣食住が足りていればうちにこもるのは自明の理。基本人間は怠けるもの、罪深いもの。ゆえに人間は己が悪であることを否定できないがゆえ、自らを罰したくて仕方がない。しかし愚かなるか、人間は人間を罰せられるのだ。何しろ同じ穴の無地なだからな。神々は人間を救わない。人々の理想によって性格を得た神、人間の望み通り人間を悪として扱う。神とはこれ、人間への究極の罰なのだ。これが地上を駆け回り全ての宗教を学んだ小生の決。
罰？神様が罰？
The parts of Monjigato's soul which compose him. At best, I expect these physical, visual components to occupy no more than one small portion of his resources. Even that's starting to clearly fade away. He's being tormented by an unimaginable agony and an unspeakable sense of loss. Despite that, Gato explains merit with ever more fluidity and increasing volume.
恐ろしい結論だった。俺は怒りに任せ完全な神を求めた。人間の悪性にまみれていない原始の神聖を探し続けたのだ。その行為そのものが悪であると理解しながらな。まあそれはそれでよい。若気の至りだ。俺の反省などお主にする話ではないな。
Gato suddenly took a breath and looked at the palm of his hand. His fingertips were riddled with holes now. Overflowing with noise, one couldn't even tell if he was holding up scissors or paper. Or he doesn't see himself as satisfied. Perhaps.
カリギリよ。己と神を嘆くのは時間の無駄だ。なぜなら、神様はお前を見放したのではない。神は、初めから誰も見てはいない。お前は初めから誰にも見放されてはいない。
じゃあどうして自分だけこんなに苦しいんすか？どうして自分はどこにも行けないんすか？
Sentinel wails and Gato nods. My left arm is reacting. It's a signal that an SG is materializing. Except, Monji Gato's arm was shining too, and with a far greater intensity. Gato wasn't bestowed with the 5 meditations technique, but in his arm burns a radiance that shouldn't be, and it shines dazzlingly.
どうしてどこにも行けなかったのか。なぜ悪行を犯していなかったのにお主の人生は苦しかったのか。それは誰のせいでもない。わかるか。それはただ間が悪かっただけなのだ。
何それ？間が悪かった？
そうだ。お前自身の選択もお前を取り巻く環境も、お前が良しとしてしかし手に入らなかったささやかな未来の夢も、それら全てがたまたまその時だけ噛み合わなかっただけなの。お主の人生はそれだけの話である。
His voice was humble yet bold. Thus spoke Gato. Such is your life, a fickle star. Was his conclusion so cruel and detached?
How could Gato say those words with such moving and warm affirmation? To call someone's life a fickle star. It's as if you were a teacher slapping some glittery stickers on a few homework assignments after their pupils slaved away to finish them.
そんな間に合わせの理屈なんかで済まされる話じゃない。間が悪かっただけなんて、そんなの無意味だし、でたらめだし。
Jinako screams again. You can see her heart cave in on itself. What's cruel and certain is that the more Jinako senses Gato nearing death, the brighter the SG shines. This corrupted monk's coercive lecture imparts onto Jinako's mind the absolute truth about the meaning and futility of death. Though likely blinded by now, Gato turns his eyes towards Zarm and smiles, satisfied. Or so it looked like to me.
Jinako, お主も悪い。だが周りも悪い。要は全てが悪かった。人生とはそんなものだ。全てが悪いのだから悲観するのはバカバカしいぞ。
バカはおっさんだよ。あんた、私なんかよりずっと嘘つきで、私よりずっとぼってじゃないか。誰にも理解されてないじゃないか。
悲しいな。悲しいだけだ。それとは別のところに喜びもまたあった。人生とは無意味という意味のせめぎ合いだ。なのでこう思うのだ、ワコード。ただ間が悪かったのだと。全ての物事は大抵それで片がつくぞ。騙されたと思って口にしてみるがいい。気持ち、心が軽くなるからな。
While laughing, Gato abruptly spins around. His face is hardly recognizable. His frail, noise-coated hand reaches toward me, as if beckoning me, as if trying to grab at me.
そうじゃよ。
Praetor! A chill jolts through me. This is farewell. The moment I clutched his hand, it spontaneously disintegrated. For the slightest instant, he firmly grips back, enough to hurt. His grip felt like a gnarled, sun-baked rock. Delivered to me was Jinako Karagiri's final SG.
おっさん、そんなことを言うために、私なんかに伝えるために。
無論 SG なんぞよくわからぬ。勝手についてきよった。でも小生はこれにて入滅。生涯をかけて武神を求めた男が死後さまよってはいられまい。聖者の役に立って消えるのならこれこそ善行。ジナコカリギリのトゲも取れたし、言うことなしである。ま、それはそれとして、心の悩みはともかく、体のだらしなさは節操の管轄外。さらばだジナコ、次に会う時までダイエットに勤しんでおれ。目標、成人女性の平均65キロなり。
言ってるもん。そのくらいキープしてるもん。私バカバカ。
強がりは焼き豚のもと。その虚言癖だけは生中には治らぬようだのう。
Mochigato disintegrates, laughing until the very end. He may have accepted that this would have happened ever since he got his memories back. His strength deserves respect. Once he accepted that he was a dead man, he toiled for his allies until the very end. Mochigato stuck to what he did best.
にどうして自分から死んじゃうのよ。そんなの、そんなの。私、困る。ひどい。ひどいよ。おっさん、ひどすぎる。どうして死んじゃうの。かっこつけて、人を本気で感心させて、人生観変えちゃって。なのに、それと引き換えに死なれちゃったら、どうするの。おっさんを犠牲にしてのうのうと生きているなんて、みっともなさすぎる。私、今度こそ行き場がない。やだ。もうやだ。こんな惨めな私、恥ずかしくって生きてなんかいられない。来ないで。誰も来ないで。私なんかずっと一人ぼっちで引きこもっていればいいんだ。
Gato's words weren't able to save Jinako. No, that may be wrong. If anything, Gato probably saved Jinako too well. He made sure Jinako got the message and then some. So it's Jinako who can't deal with still being around. The answer Gato showed her was so correct that Jinako, who hates her own weakness so much, couldn't take it anymore.
カウント機構の消失確認しました。状態異常オールクリア。迷宮第12階は SG を失い、一時的な安定状態に保たれています。
ラニー、あなたのシステムボイスが今ほどありがたいことはありません。冷静さを取り戻すにはいい反応です。いえ、こんな言い方しかできない自分が嫌になりますね。お聞きの通りです。一時こちらに帰還してください。この先は彼女の心の中での戦いです。我々にも心を整理する時間が必要でしょう。
Yeah, we're gonna clear a chapter today. Because all that's left is the battle against Jinako now. And that is going to be no small feat. Alright, well, let me go back since we have the SG.
奏者よ。
No. Alright. Man. There's something back there I wanted to go grab. Guess I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, here we go. So I do have one other thing to do. So I guess we'll end the day, because we don't have a conversation with Saber. Curse of Death. Let's look at the...
109、87、112。ふかふかボディだもん。知らないっすよ。けど、髪を撫でられるのは好きだったかな。11月3日。年齢はだいたい25だからね。イケてるボイス最高。カエルナさんだってそこだけは高得点なのにさ。見せる相手がいないので、あえてのセクシーブラック。本当は白だけどね。悪い？年中無休のオールヨカス。マジ勝ち組。ゲームもネットもし放題。
Jinako's third SG. Oh no, it's a save preventing character. Too bad your progress has been lost. Ah, but if it's all just gonna end someday, then I decided I won't do anything. I thought when it ends someday, I want to be smiling. Which is the real me anyway. Which is the real easy mode.
So, now we've recovered Jinako's final SG, and all that remains is to tear down the labyrinth's relief. Yet, unlike the previous Sentinels, Rin and Ronnie, what happened with Jinako doesn't really explain much.
なんで
Her situation could be described like an atonement, being overwhelmed with shame. And then there's that man, Monji Gato. I'll ask you this straight. Praetor, what say you about Gato's passing?
I regret it. I'm regretting it. He's the only one who had an answer from the very start. He's the only one who was daring enough, foolish enough to actually see it through. It frustrates me that I didn't pick up on his plan. It frustrates me that I couldn't get with Gato and figure out a different way out of this.
ほほ
I see. Then let's embrace that frustration and press forward. There's no need to cleverly deflect the issue. Until their last breath, humans are incapable of familiarizing themselves with death. Besides, how I grieve over the deceased is by taking vows for the future. For example, I won't allow my praetor to be left alone in the end like him. I too won't become alone. Well, enough of that. Let's end the day and go to sleep like logs. Hopefully that will ease us.
しばしの休息を
I'm tired. Tomorrow will certainly feel fresh as a newborn, but just for tonight, let's depart for sleep as the dead do.
No, that doesn't happen. Alright, another night without sunset or sunrise passes.
Oh, you know, I forgot to put something up.
There we go. Knew I was forgetting something. I recall that after we came back yesterday, Leo told me he wanted to discuss something. I feel down, but I have to head to the student council room. After all, we have yet to clear the labyrinth. Our final confrontation with Jinako awaits. In spirit, we're giving her head pats.
We're all here. Today, before confronting Jinako Karagiri, there's something we need to confirm. Hakuno, do you remember how we were told in a previous briefing that no floors exist in the labyrinth beyond the 12th?
Now that he mentions it, it feels like I heard about this. How according to Sakura's observations, 6 floors were added to the labyrinth after Ronnie was freed. It's been 6 floors since Ronnie was freed, and now we're on the 12th. I didn't even realize it, but we've cleared the entire labyrinth.
Yes, we've done it. You've done splendidly with the exploration up to this point. I was worried that the labyrinth was going to be extended before we reached the 12th floor. The other alter ego capable of becoming Sentinel is showing absolutely no signs of itself. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it didn't make it in time. I don't know what BB intends, but the truth is that there's only 12 floors.
報告します
Following the theory Rin and Ronnie formulated, I've verified it countless times. Everything below the 12th floor we've explored is completely empty. None of my echo pings have returned. Rin boastfully swells with pride.
よし
We're an even match for BB. It feels like Achilles finally caught up to the turtle. It's a turtle after all.
同意します
And Xeno's arrows finally hit the target. I suppose we could say that this AI is limited by its reliance on humanity's history, assets from the past. However, that's because BB is sticking to her stance as an AI. A perfect opportunity like this may not come a second time. That's why there's something we need of Hakuno. We need Hakuno of the Student Council's General Affairs to do for us. Huh? After confirming that Jinako Karagiri's relief has disappeared, we'll have you continue straight into the labyrinth's end without a break. The labyrinth's end goes to the near side. Miss Tosaka, Ronnie, and Sakura can teleport you to the near side as soon as you arrive. I said this before, but if just one person gets back, the moon cell will detect an anomaly and BB will be deleted. Once we destroy Jinako's wall, BB will likely pressure us with obstacles. Pollen's exhausted, she'll come at us with full force. That's why. We'll hit the goal before BB catches on to us. After we beat Jinako and Karna, we'll have to evade a panicked BB and reach the end of the labyrinth by whatever means necessary.
え
That's right. It's the very best plan we have at present. If all BB amounted to was some mere rogue health management AI, then my hand wouldn't have been forced like this. But here her thought routine prioritizes self-preservation. If I consider that, this is very dangerous indeed. BB is an AI who will be deleted if the moon cell finds her. BB knows this. That's why, sooner or later, her priority will switch to eliminating the moon cell, so that she survives. That's way out there. That can't... No, it could happen. BB may be more human-like than even a human, but deep down she's an AI. She performs mechanically, doing whatever she can as much as she can. Which means, if I'm eventually going to be deleted by the moon cell, then I must hijack the moon cell first. It's possible that this is an extremely natural conclusion that will come to pass. That's right. Once I heard BB prioritizes her self-preservation, I thought, this is bad. It doesn't seem like she realizes, but if she just hides out on the far side of the moon cell will catch her at some point. So before that happens, she'll encroach on the entire moon cell, like the far side. She'll eventually hit on that as an answer. Yes, BB no longer has any obedience instructions towards the moon cell. She's capturing masters and taking in servants until her functionality expands. She'll stand up to the moon cell soon enough. So listen, everyone. Before that happens, please stop BB. That's what we intend. Karna will likely be formidable, but he's simply Jinako's guard. Our eyes are on the true hurdle, BB. Keep in mind that when you break down Jinako Karagiri's wall, then please defeat BB. So Leo says, not skipping a beat. I intended to advance on him with the best look of defiance I could muster, but the student council president cheerfully ignored it. Hey, John? I'm sure you know this already, but I'll remind you just in case. Don't miss anything with your equipment. Don't feel like you need to skimp out on items. Okay? That guy Gato went out like that because he was asking for it, you know? I told him so many times, but he just wouldn't listen. But you still have room for improvement, John. If you're careless and something happens, I won't be able to sleep at night. I give a stiff nod. Rin smiles. She holds firm like she usually does, but her eyes are somewhat swollen. It seems like she hardly got any rest. Leo stares at Rin, who's planning some things ahead, and Ronnie from the side. I thought hard about this, but even in that final place, what's still intact are the workings of her soul, her conscience. I'll be happy if mourning turns into the power to move forward. Well, still. Ultimately, no one here shunned the act of sacrificing the defeated to put themselves ahead. Monji Gato himself was the same way. This is just the way it goes. Jinako Karagiri alone is an irregular who managed to avoid that leash. I think the reason Gato wanted to help her was because he felt that she was naive and lost, but good-natured on the inside. But right now she's also fallen into a trap and is frightened of us. This is where we find out if Monji Gato, the person closest to and most unbecoming of a saint, had his will reached Jinako or not. Of course, I'll never forget my gratitude. Or rather, he's the kind of person I'd have to wish on the Holy Grail to forget about. Humans really are complex. You can't measure what's within them with just theories. If things didn't come to this, never in my life would I have been aware of Gato's human nature. Leo smiles vaguely bitterly, then looks around the student council and says, "Do we get contact from the others?" Ronnie suddenly stands up, then comes over to me. Kiara has answered our request and finished her preparations. Ronnie, behaving formally, fixes her gaze on me. Hakuno, I also have hope in you. If you ever get forced to make a choice, please don't hesitate to choose yourself above all else. That is my wish. You deserve to live more than anyone. May Venus, the morning star, guide your way. Now then, please head to Jinako's relief, Hakuno. The student council officers will prepare to back you up. Henceforth, the Tsukimihara Student Council launches its fourth action, its last mission. At last, it's time to return to the near side. It's all riding on Hakuno Kishinami's final struggle. Let's prepare immaculately this time, then prepare to face off against Jinako.
As I move to leave the student council room, Leo approaches the window to address the night. His words seem concerned and stayed in my mind. Unconcerned, the solar knight, staring at the orange-glazed grounds, answered thus.
Gawain!
Does it seem like tomorrow morning will be clear skies?
Leo.
Yes, Leo. I think the dark night cloud shall be swept away. As if breaking through, the dark and crimson of sunrise eventually turns into blue sky. I'm sure that the wind will sweep over the hills. It will graze the manes of our blanketed, racing steeds under the foliage of filtered light. And then we'll be ushered into castle gates of yore, and our long parched throats will be quenched. I'm sure we'll celebrate the king's return, see the maidens whirling as flowers do, and love one another as sworn friends. Last mission. Well, there is something else we can do in here. We have to talk to Ronnie.
The final battle is nigh. Hakano, do you have Launcher's Matrix? Now that Ronnie mentions it, I forgot about it. I was in such a rush to gather Jinako's SGs that I left Launcher's Karna's Matrix incomplete. In that case, I recommend gathering some information at the library. He's one of many famous heroes of India's mythology. There should be detailed descriptions of him in the sacred Mahabharata. Makes sense. Knowing that makes this a lot easier. Before going to the relief, let's stop by the library and investigate. We can also go to Taiga. Ah, that's... Thank you, Kishinami. So you brought me a tool to swim across the ocean. Now it'll be a cinch to break out of here. I'll give you this gift as thanks. I found it while excavating inside the school. Please help yourself. A lamp. Alright, Teach is gonna dive off the roof. I'll get in touch with you if I make it. Keep your nose in your textbook until then. Let's see. Oh. Found it. This is the Mahabharata, which supposedly contains descriptions of Karna. Since Ronnie called it sacred, I figured it would be pretty long and complicated, but this is a bit beyond what I imagined. Let's see, this massively thick book is how many volumes? Pardon me, I forgot to tell you something. The Mahabharata is extremely long, so to read it normally would take time. It seems I was too late. Please don't look into the communication terminal like a donkey off to be sold. No need to worry. I'll perform a lookup and gather only the main points all into one matrix. That should be readable, right?
I nod fiercely. Thank you, Ronnie. Looking good in those glasses today, too. Let's head back to my room for now and look over this matrix. Okay, so Karna's matrix. Oh, there's our lamp. Okay, Karna. So just don't know his noble phantasm still. Feels like we already had all this stuff, though. Oh, I guess if you didn't have Karna's Matrix unlocked, that was all of his stuff. And I think I already had his Matrix completed. Okay, so I think that's everything I needed to do here. I have to remember, there is still something on the 12th floor I can grab. Let me get to the goal.
before I talk to Kiara. There was some stuff over here. Right. So there's a mystic code. Oh, or no. Oh, and, you know, I'll take an elixir. That's fine. Where did this go? Oh, to the entrance. Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. Okay, so we have an elixir now. I think I have plenty of items, but you know, just to be safe. I'll take a look and see if there's anything else available for me to get. Items, let's see. Oh, I can buy bottles of Reishu now. Yeah, let me get... I'll get 3 of those. Buy gloves. I have 23 of those, that's fine. Alright, real quick before we go back in, I'm just gonna head to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back.
Alright.
毎度ごひいきに。
Let me check over mystic codes. Damage done against skill. I don't really need Dust Cloud of Osiris. That's Shockwave Second Strike. Raise Servant Strength. Raise Servant Luck. Damage and stun against attack. Against guard. Against break. Let's see. Stun 2 times. Defeat weaker enemies. I don't know what that means. Display opponent's information. Slightly heal servant HP. I'm gonna try Shockwave Second Strike. Alright, let's save, and then let's get in there. I'll have the highest amount of confidence about this. This is where Jinako ran off to, isn't it? Unlike Rin and Ronnie, her foundations are less firm. Unlike a newly born innocent alter ego, this relief's pattern is filled with weaknesses and contradictions unique to humans. I mustn't. While it begs my curiosity, I must end my idle talks here. Releasing Jinako is important, but countering BB remains a priority. BB is still merely playing. However, once everyone corners her, she'll bite back. Although we're the ones cornered in this place, I cannot imagine what a cornered BB will plan. She must be captured quickly and at all costs. We may begin the infiltration right away. Are your preparations in order, Hakuno? Let me know when you're ready. Very well. As always, entrust everything to me. I, Kiara Sesshoin, will with prudent care shall take charge of Hakuno. Okay, 3 times already. Fall within an intense atmosphere. Jinako's mind was unique. It lacked the same influence as the others. Rin, Ronnie, and Lip's minds were wells of dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction towards the world, towards their ideals, towards themselves. But Jinako's mind murmurs solely of dissatisfaction towards itself. The mind targets only the mind for a punishment. Jinako's voice isn't directed towards us. She mutters to herself without cease. Not a single whisper goes out to me or Saber. It was painfully obvious that Jinako's true enemy wasn't Hakuno Kishinami the invader, but Jinako herself.
ジナコが生まれた。ジナコが死んだ。パパとママは幸福だった。人生がその2点の間にあるなら、ルートは単純な方がいいと思う。起伏なんていらない。余分なイベントなんていらない。ショートカットするくらいでちょうどいい。だってどんなに幸福でもパパが死んだ。ママが死んだ。フラグなんて存在しなかった。私の人生はイージーモード。スコア稼ぎのいらないゲーム。仲間だっていっぱいできたよ。みんなネットでは変わらない仲間だ。私の人生は順風満帆。皆さんはクソゲー強制プレイでご愁傷様。僕がジナコさんは勝ち組です。でもなんでいつの間にか私は一人になってたの。恋人、就職、成功、結婚、何よそれ。楽しそうにイベントクリアしちゃってさ。面倒なんじゃなかったの。苦しいんじゃなかったの。汗かいて泣いて笑ってバカじゃないの。こんなゲームに本気になっちゃって。あ、そっか、みんなバカなんですね。バカとは友達にはなれんわ。僕はバカじゃないからちょっとね。スルー引くわ。友情とか努力とか勝利とか引くわ。そんなのもう忘れちゃったわ。だから私もうすぐに掃除だもん。今さら外になんか出られないの。外に出たって辛いだけだもん。なんでみんな楽しそうなの。なんでみんなキラキラ人やってるの。どうして私は楽しくないの。あ、嘘です。ジナコさん嘘つきました。チート最強、イージーモード万歳、イベントスキップ余裕。超楽しい、すごい幸せ、早く終わるなバカ。全部嘘。現実とか嘘。私も嘘。私は現実にはいない。あの時から消息不明。電気だけ消費する透明人間。だから構わないで。もう私に期待しないで。私を仲間とか言わないで。私には何もできないの。そういう風に生きてきたの。自分から全部置いてきちゃったの。だから何もできない私はこのままひっそり消えてしまえばいいんだ。
Jinako's suffocating soliloquy comes to rest. Her inner voice pleads for its own destruction. Except, can such a plea truly be so? The voice whispers that everything is a lie. Are these conclusions not also fabrications? Self-denial is human nature. It's a hardship that everyone bears, not just Jinako. A journey through an infinitely hallucinating mind. After this momentary sensation, or perhaps this passing of an eternity, I approach the center of Jinako's heart. Hey, Karna. Despite being inside the core of the labyrinth, the depths of her mind, Jinako is nowhere to be found. Karna loomed ahead. Saber immediately prepares to engage in combat.
現れたな、セイバー。不本意だが、ここがお前との別れの時のようだ。
ランサー、いや マスターを尊重するのならランチャーか。不本意なのはお互い様だ。戦う必然性のないものと雌雄を決するのは、それが黄金の英雄ならなおさらだ。貴様とは夕日落ちる戦火の甲冑、戦車を引いて歯を競い合いたかったが、これも定めだ。主を思って潔く引くならよし、主をかばって最後まで戦うのもまたよしだ。
華々しいな、バラの皇帝。多くの市民はそのあり方に喝采を送っただろうが、俺には悲劇にしか見えん。出来事という出来事を全て舞台にしなければ立ち行かぬほど、お前の生は絶望と悲哀に満ちている。お互い様とはよく言ったものだ。俺にはお前の苦悩がわかる。何が救いになるのかさえもな。幕を下ろしてやろうセイバー。主役が消えればその舞台もおしまいだ。
Karna stands firm like the stern chief butler of a mansion. He regards us as enemies, yet maintains his courtesy. His serenity overwhelmingly intimidates us back.
ジナコ自身もこれ以上潜み続けていられないことを承知している。お前の主はこの短期間に如実に強くなった。戦力の話ではない、心構えの話だ。迷宮の先へ進もうとする無比無類の粘り強さは、ジナコにとっておぞましい脅威として映っているだろう。SG を解体され、もはやただただ漠然とした恐怖に支配されながら身動きの取れないジナコとは対照的だ。だが今はそれだけではない。冷たい炎のようにじりじりと心を焦がすものがある。
Her guilt, I suppose. I murmur, to which Karna nods.
刺すような自責の念がガトー・モンチを憎みきれぬままに見捨てた後悔がジナコを縛っている。俺はガトーに感謝している。狂気の淵に立つ我が主人をかろうじてとどめているのはあの男の。
やめてよ。なんすか、公開処刑っすか。どうしてとっととサーバントの役目を果たさないっすか。本当にこの大外れサーバント。
Jinako makes her appearance. Having lost her composure, she clutches Lancer. She looks nothing like the dauntless game champ, although her looks never made any claim to that title in the first place.
もう終わりにする。全部終わりにする。私らが負けても勝っても戦おう。それで終わるならそうしよう。それしかないっしょ。
No. I won't play along with your desperation.
だったら何なんすか。人の心にずかずか入ってきてただ来ただけとか究極ストーカーっすね。どうせあなただって私のことどうしようもないやつだって思ってるんでしょ。そうだよ、私どうしようもないもん。なら殺せばいいじゃん。怖くないよ。だってみんな最後には死ぬんだから。
Jinako is still fixated on death. Her survival instincts are waning beyond control. Even if we fight, this won't turn out well. Win or lose, the result will be Jinako being battered between her weakness and powerlessness. In that case, I want you to tell Gato, thanks. Jinako's face turns pale.
さすがは我が奏者。単純にしてひねりもないが、それこそが最高の答えと見た。ジナコカリギリ、奏者の心を受け入れよ。BB に踊らされるでない。あれの還元は鉛の手記に満ちたワインのように身を滅ぼす甘い毒だ。言わない。絶対に言わないっす。絶対に言わないから。 おっさんが死んだのは私のせいじゃないし、おっさんは初めから死んでたんだし、何をしても私たちは救われないんだ。今さら悔やんでも誰も彼もパパもママも私の時間も浅いおっさんも戻ってこない。私は消えない。外になんか出ない。ずっとこのままでいいんだ。いい、もういいんだ。私は何もいらないから。こいつらを追い出して、二度とここに来られないように世界から消し去って。
命令とあらば従おう。我が槍のボーイをもって彼らを焼き尽くす。お前のうちにある暗き炎をお前自身を燃やし尽くすまで消えぬというなら、俺は雨風を遮る覆いになるまで。行くぞセイバー。時期尚早だがここが貴様の七と知れ。くだらない宿業だ。命を懸けるほどのものか。映画を極めるのなら最後の幕は崩壊以外ありえない。花の時代は終わりだセイバー。4度目の落葉を迎えるがいい。
太陽の化身がバカを言え。日はまた昇るというのだろう。我が奏者が呼ぶ限り世は灰になっても舞い戻るぞ。
Rosa Ichthus.
剣山日輪不足となる。
Okay, so we strength up. Okay, so I get the extra attack.
これはレア
He gets his attack up. Oh, I get. Oh, my MP.
天幕よ、落ちよ。
She did MP damage to me. Oh, I just guarded on the last ones. Alright.
あれ全然楽勝。僕ってもしかして A ランク。
能天気さでは間違いなく俺も恥が高い。
花、そこは花って言うのよ、絶対。
I'm gonna try break attack. Rosa Ichthus. Actually, no. Gladiosonus Belissarum. Attack, guard, and guard. I'll try at the end.
見切る。
Okay, good.
ヌプティアへの鐘を鳴らせ。
Oh, Brahmastra.
バロ
That does a lot of damage.
ではないか。
Ah, the break at the end.
もうつまらぬ。
Let's... I'll put up Invictus Spiritus.
良きにはかささやか
Hey,
に嫌が
Devil.
らせっす。こんなものか。天よ、今一度の祝福を。そこを動くな。そこを動くな。
God, he has so much HP. Okay, I can hack skill. Go for a break.
Hey. Let's go break, guard, guard.
剣山 真の英雄は目で
Brahmastra again.
こんなものしかないではないか。
Broken that. Okay, well there's my guts.
足りなかったのだ。あなたを残してはいけぬ。そなたはもっと。いや、うまい。華麗に決めよう。良きに計らえ。返上するぞ。お前ら自重しるっと。
Cheat
嬉
seal.
しゅうますね。
What did she seal?
うまい
My seals? I hope not.
これでも西洋の芸術ですよ。
Oh, she did seal my skills. This puts me in a bit of a spot. Yeah, because I can only do one. Well, I'll code cast here. I know, break, guard. Ow. Okay.
どうしたこうするか
Okay, I can skill again. So it's only a seal for one turn. Okay. Okay. I guarded twice. Stop hitting my MP, you bitch. Ah, it was all guards. I'm gonna put up another Invictus Spiritus. Maybe. Oh, I need Brahmastra. Okay, there goes like most of my health again. Ooh, got the extra, nice. Oh, and he's ready for his Noble Phantasm. Oh, did I get the... Okay, almost had it.
勝負どころだがどうする
Oh, here comes the Noble Phantasm. Okay, so I'm gonna want to be at pretty full health, I think. Oh, unless it's going first. You know what? Let me, I don't care if this is cheating. I'm safe stating. 'Cause I want to see what happens first. So I'm gonna try hack skill. Break attack. Break. Ow. Okay, that's not great. Well, let me see what happens this turn.
least. I'm assuming it's at the end of the turn, right? Yes, there it is. Okay. So, at the end of the turn, no matter what, I'm getting hit with Vasavi Shakti. So, I want to be at pretty high health then. Which I really don't have a good way of being at high health. Shit. As long as I don't die before the Noble Phantasm. Okay, strength up, that's fine, whatever. I don't... Okay, so even if I lose on this one, I don't die before the Noble Phantasm. Oh, I got it right. Okay, so I get hit with Noble Phantasm, I die from this, no doubts. I didn't die from it. Oh. The hell was that? I can't believe I survived. I can't fucking believe I survived that. Well, I'm gonna go for an elixir. Break guard attack. I'll try break guard. Okay, that's fine. Nice. And Brahmaster Kundala. Huh. Why does it seem like he's going for only breaks? Let me try something. Let me see if that's true. Wasn't. But hey, it was worth a shot. Oh, that does like no damage. I thought that would do way more. Way more. Ah, fuck it, we're near the end. There we go. That should do it. Ooh, 1,000. Very nice. Sorry, Karna. Karna took a full blow to the chest from Saber, yet doesn't fall. I shudder at the sight of his spirit, his endurance. That was definitely a fatal wound. Even if he's a servant, he won't be able to avoid fading if this goes any further. Yet after taking such a blow, Karna still stands. It isn't due to some healing skill or immortality skill. Incredibly, by mere strength of his will, he's enduring a fatal wound.
を感心している奏者よ。よだってあれぐらいできるぞ。3度まで蘇るからな。
Yes, your skill is very impressive, Saber. I bet it's taking everything just for him to breathe. Karna doesn't respond. Which leaves one person. The only person left is Jinako, dazed. She lost Gato, and Karna was completely defeated. It's evident how far backed into the corner Jinako is now. But that doesn't mean we can go easy on her. If showing her pity results in Jinako slipping away, no good will have come from any of this. I lock with her startled and anticipatory gaze. I mustn't hesitate. I'm going to lay Jinako's mind bare. If I don't, then we won't move on. She won't move on.
Kita. ついに来てしまったっすね。このファイナルステージに。飛んで火にいるなんてやら。ここまでの展開が巧みな演技だったとか僕はマジ作詞っす。
Throughout the dim space, a strangely energetic voice echoes. It's definitely Jinako's voice, but this baseless confidence, this careless and obliviously made statement. Was she really?
そう、すべてはこうなるよう計算づくの行動だったのであった。BB 主催、あなたを捕まえれば月の女王に昇格させてあげるキャンペーン。その特殊イベント、僕が余裕で達成したっす。もう出口はないっすよ。
I turn around in the darkness and a distinct mental wall comes into view. Jinako isn't joking. This is just like back with Bryn and Ronnie. So a part of Jinako's mind was synchronized with BB.
え BB と同期私がなんで
Why? That's what I want to ask. Apparently BB hasn't tampered with Jinako's mind. Which means that everything that happened up until now, and her defiance in lieu of the situation, was all of her own accord. What a hopeless 30-year-old Jinako is.
ダメじゃないもん。こんなの普通でしょ。だって BB についた方がお得だもん。言っておくけど、私は悪くない。まだ誰にも負けてない。だから反省なんかしない。つうかこの役回り割と楽しかったし、ボス気分っていうの上から目線って最高だよね。みんなが困っていようが関係ないもん。うん、困らせるのがセンチネルの仕事だし。あなたはここでデッドエンドよ。
I can't believe this. It's as if she feels no remorse. Although it's obvious that she's acting now. I thought Jinako's mind was wide open at this point, but it looks like it won't be so easy. Guess I have to do it. Truly pains me to do this, but if this is how it's going to be, then this calls for the usual rough therapy.
何よ。ここじゃ物理攻撃は無意味よ。私には何も効かないんだから。そもそも私に弱点とかないもん。ナンバーワンゲームチャンプだし、今までだって1割の力で遊んでたんだから。
This boss has some nerve saying that with all the weaknesses she's got. This is her first SG. Jinako has a bad habit of compulsive liar.
狂言癖とか失礼ね。私そんな嘘つきじゃ。どういうことっすか。なんでサンダーとか発生するの。そしてなぜ都合よく服だけ破けるの。何これ熱い。体中がゾクゾクして胸が苦しい。
Let this be your punishment. Only those who have been through this phenomenon understand it. I guess Jinako had no idea how dangerous a cross-examination within one's mind can be. BB must have enticed her to lock Hakuno Kishinami away along with herself as a last resort. But this is a world of mental images, a space where Jinako's most hated lecturing has power.
聞いてない聞いてない。閉じ込めればそれでいいって言っ
Jinako is the liar. All I said were a few words and now she's in a panic. Being a boss is fun? What a joke. There's no reason why Jinako would serve as a boss anyway. Bosses are lonely creatures. They're always wishing to ride alone. It's unlikely that Jinako could endure such a position. That's because Jinako is afraid of loneliness.
何よ、怖くないもん。私は一人ぼっちでも。一人ぼっちなんて、一人ぼっちか。どうせ一人ぼっちだよ、バカ。なんでニートやってると思ってるの？30万人無女子ダメだ、死んじゃえ。
I can't stand this anymore. But I can't let up on her now. There's a reason why she became like this. It's the dark shadow cast over Jinako Karagiri's life. If I identify it, then I can finally strip this facade out of her mind. The reason why Jinako locked herself in her room. The curse of death. The curse of death. Her parents, who had committed no crime and had done nothing wrong, passed away in an accident. Death falls on everyone for no reason at all. Doubting that, being afraid of that, and detesting that from the bottom of her heart is Jinako's curse on herself. That's the final trauma that keeps her tied down. Can't have that happen. Especially now that Gato's name is brought up. I'm stubborn too. Now that we've hit this point, I'm going to do everything I can to get Jinako back on her feet. Jinako's compulsive lying is an SG that deceives even herself. Only a barrage of attacks can defeat her now. I take a deep breath and... 1, 2... Liar! We both know that you don't want to die! I've heard some needs work. Apologize. That's life, Flappy. Take responsibility. That's fine. People want you around. Don't get ahead of yourself, Jinako. Jinako sounds more serious than she has been. This is Jinako's true voice, not her compulsive lying, loneliness, or curse of death talking. It's her true sorrows. I can't understand Jinako's suffering. That's why I can't make her problems go away. There's only one thing I can do. One thing I can say. My feelings towards Jinako. I say, go take care of your own shit!
それ無理。
Oh, that wasn't the right one.
自分の面倒なんて見られるんならこんな人生になってないよ。
Oh god, that took away 2. Alright. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's what it was.
自分で自分をダメにしない。そんな簡単なことでいいの。
Yeah. I think Jinako forgot that one simple thing. There are many kinds of personalities among people. I won't say always have hope. One is free to do that whenever. One can even be pessimistic. Everyone feels lost, troubled, in want of someone to lean on sometimes. The one thing I want for her is to not get complacent. After all, Jinako is so fat.
そのルビは嬉しいけどいやつ。別豚、ジナコさん別豚っすか？
I wrapped things up with a smooth line, but this pork tenderloin here just won't tender up. Anyway, no more blaming ourselves, got it? I'll keep humiliating Jinako until she agrees.
こんなの続いたら私の負けです。頑張る。それなりにピコ頑張るから。これ以上いじめないで。
The world goes white along with Jinako's whimpers. She sounded a little desperate at the end there, but that much bluntness fits Jinako just fine. I get the impression that I'm becoming lighter. With Jinako's mind unraveled, the relief must be crumbling. I'm glad. I didn't do it perfectly, but I managed to pass the baton from Gato to Jinako. Thank goodness. It appears that once again you safely unraveled the heart of a maiden. I'll take care of Jinako until she wakes up. I'll move her to the old school building and at once and tend to her. Focus on your mission, Hakuno. John, you hear me? Great job freeing Jinako. Cross over to the near side like we planned. Go down those stairs and head to the end of the labyrinth. We see no anomalies in the labyrinth at present. BB appears unable to meet our advance. As an AI, she lacks combat functionality. She's no threat to you, who defeated Lancer and Karna. That's right. This is the one and only decisive match. None of us can afford to slip up now. Until you get back to the near side, this is it. Let's roll up our sleeves and get this done. Well, first things first, I'm gonna save. Well, we're here once again. Hey, BB. This is, without a doubt, the Labyrinth's terminal from before. Following Leo and the others' plan, we made it before BB appended to the Labyrinth.
あら、ここまで来ちゃったんですか？ でしたね。ジナコさんとカルナさんも。
She's lost her sentinel. Now's our chance. We won't give her a chance to call reinforcements. We'll stop BB here and return to the near side of the moon. The regular Holy Grail War.
行くぞ、奏者よ。今なら BB 一人だ。邪魔が入る前に決着をつける。
Saber doesn't hesitate to sprint towards BB and slash her. The moment she was in attack range, the moment she was directly in front of BB. Yup. Oh, Archer. I thought it was Melt for a second there. But it was Archer.
貴様、ハーチャー。借りもせず BB の使いっ走りか。
Archer. That's right. BB still had this servant left. This is bad. If we spend too much time here, the labyrinth is going to end up being extended again.
AI は無駄な行動はできない。確かにその通りです。レオさんの理論で言うと、私が自分のメモリを増強するのと迷宮を増やすのはわけが違います。迷宮を増やす理由がない以上、追い詰められないと行動は起こせない。素晴らしい考察でした。でもそれも無駄でしたね。先輩がカルナさんに手こずっているうちに BB ちゃんはガシガシ掘り進めて。
Oh.
何ですかこの威力。私の嘘が成立しない先端部分でこんなダメージ数値を出すなんて。
Oh, Gawain. Oh, shit. I forgot about
お
Gawain.
待たせしました。
Hey, Leo.
ここまで庶務としての活動、本当にお疲れ様です。
Right. Gawain and his noble
ここから
phantasm.
は僕の仕事です。あなたの努力と成果に全力で報います。
Leo. Gawain. I guess that wall of flame came from one of their skills. BB's completely encircled. The flames may even be blocking her teleportation as she can't escape.
こんなバカ力想定外です。カルナさんと同規模のサーバントだと侮っていました。マスターの性能差ですね。
お褒めに預かり光栄ですが、無駄話をするつもりはありません。ファイナリティ、ソードキャメロン。これを維持できるのは僕でも3分。その間にあなたを消去します。
助けなさい、ハーチャー。
I don't think he can.
いや、そりゃ無理だわ。
Nah, no can
これ
do.
は聖剣じゃねえと壊せねえよ。悪いが3分間しのいでくれ、BB。
Alright, we have to defeat Archer.
役に立たない人ですね。
ガウェイン、あの AI に手加減は不要です。ここまでよく耐えてくれました。暦を回れ、祝福の日ぞ幕開けよ。さあ、あなたの時間です。
よい。サーバントセイバー、太陽の聖剣を持って月の浮上を焼き払いましょう。
参りました。私が伏兵を連れていることまでお見通しだったんですね。私もいよいよピンチって感じですか？いいですよ。覚悟できてますから。それではお気に召すまま欲望の赴くままにやっちゃってください。楽しい現実はここで終わりです。
Yeah, because she still has melt.
悪夢のような、いや、ここはもう悪夢に飲まれた現実なんだってたっぷり教えてあげましょう。
Perhaps in resignation, BB stretches both her arms out, beckoning Gawain. There isn't a single reservation in Leo's composed expression. The final battle to decide our escape begins. Oh, I'm playing as Leo and Gawain.
衝撃で決めます。宝具の開封を。
最後の戦いまで奥の手を隠しておくですか。 全く正しいです。けどその作戦は私にも当てはまるってことを少しも考えなかったんですか？
なんですって。
Uh-oh.
その邪悪を断つ。
Ooh, she got some health. Holy shit, 1100.
桜ビーム。
Huh. She's a lot more sturdy than we gave her credit for. Bomb.
その邪悪を断
なかったことにしますね。
つ。この輝きの前に夜は退け、巨食を払うは星の聖剣エクスカリバー・ガラティー。
Oh, that's not good. Completely nullified his Noble Phantasm.
出てきなさい。
And that's a Holy Grail.
豚になーれ。
Oh boy. That's not good. Oh, Gawain and Leo are just dead.
あっけない。聖杯戦争中最高スペックのコンビってこんなものなんですか？
The battle ended with BB's triumph. This can't be. I thought AI weren't capable of making moves against masters.
ああ、あの間抜けな設定ですね。そんなの皆さんがリップと遊んでいる間に
Right, BB's
自己改造でクリア
self-modification.
しちゃいました。なぜ
She is able to do
アルタ
that
エゴを先に出したかわかりますか？
for data.
あれは私の分身。リップを傷つけるということは
Yep.
私を傷つけるということ。自己保存の基本命令。自分を危険にさらすことで正当防衛を成立させる。マスターに手を出してはならないという基本設定をより強い優先事項で消去したのですね。
Oh boy.
はい、そういうことです。だからもう誰も私を止められません。さて、運動してお腹も減ったし、ガインさんのリソース丸ごといただきますね。
ガウェイン、0時をもって命じます。レオビー・ハーベイとの契約を聖杯戦争予選にまで遡り、これを破棄してください。
Leo.
何を言うのです、レオ。それではあなたが
0時を3つ重ね、これを直令とします。ガウェイン卿、まだ僕に王名が残っているのなら、もう一度必ず。
Gawain disappeared. It looks like he teleported, but that was no teleportation. Those engulfed in black noise are unable to teleport. What he just did was likely returning his servant to their original place by persevering the contract between them. So, what Leo just did, he used all 3 of his command seals to void his contract with Gawain, sending him back to the Throne of Heroes. So, Leo doesn't have a servant anymore. Instead of allowing him to be absorbed by BB, he just voided the contract and sent him back to the throne. With the payment of never being able to meet Leo again, Gawain was spared from BB's clutches.
Well,
for something like that, it would take all 3 command spells. Because I will say, like, command seals are not as absolute as you might think they are. For an order, yes, but for something of that magnitude, like voiding a servant contract, you would have to use all of them. Well, Leo doesn't have a servant, and I don't think he's going to be sticking around for much longer.
私最高にイラッときました。表に返してあげようと思っていたけど、さようなら。あなたはこのまま虚数の海に消えてください。
The black noise thickens and is eating away at Leo's body. That's going to end up killing Leo.
来ないで。僕に触れればあなたも同じ結末になる。地球校舎に戻って皆さんと対策を練ってください。
But... So am I supposed to just abandon Leo?
違います。僕は見捨てられるんじゃない。あなたに後を託すのです。これまで僕の采配を疑わず受け入れてくれたことに感謝を。ありがとう。充実した活動でした。勝手な話ですが、次期生徒会長はあなたにお任せしますね。
Leo. My outstretched hand once again doesn't reach. My friend and greatest rival in the Holy Grail War told me to take the torch, then fell into the dark sea.
予選、私が発生する前ですか。今の直令でガウェインさんは私が月の表側に現れる前に契約を破棄されていたことになった。
So that's why it took 3 command seals. It voided the contract. Huh.
そのため結果論として私とガウィンさんは出会えず、私は彼を取り込めない。
So using the power of 3 command seals, Leo was able to void his contract with Gawain before BB had ever met Gawain. Huh. I didn't know command seals could do something like that.
取り込めない以上、さっきまでここにいたガウェインさんは表側に戻ることになる。
Oh, it sent him back to the near side before... Oh, okay. Leo is dead, yes.
大したものです。そんな発想で私の手から逃れるなんて。でもそれも消えました。これで月の裏側にいるサーバントは2体だけ。聖杯戦争に参加せずずっと隠れていたジナコさんは私の見落とし。先輩のサーバントはものすごい執念で自分から世界の壁を突破してこちらにやってきました。まあその際にいろいろと欠損したり、私から初期化のプレゼントを受けてもらったわけですけど、ほんと信じられません。越えられない壁を越えてしまった。来てはいけない世界に来てしまった。だから当然その代償は分かってますよね。そんなものは後払いだ。その前に貴様の命をいただいていくからな。え？戦う気なんですか？付き合ってあげたいけどそれは無理です。レオさんならともかく低レベルマスターが私と向かい合ったらそれだけで蒸発しちゃいます。 ため息をついただけで殺しちゃうとか、私怖くて戦闘なんてできません。この通り戦う必要なんてないんです。分かってくれましたか？これが今の私と先輩の現実です。
I can't breathe. Everything got sealed in just an instant. My hands, my feet, I can't even shift my line of sight. The only thing that works are these thoughts.
私自身は何の攻撃手段も持たない、隠れて侵食するだけの弱虫だと思っているんでしょ？本当に愚かですね。ここまで一度も見逃されていると思わなかったんですか？センチネルとかエゴとか外野に任せていたのはただの暇つぶしです。だって私が出たら楽しいゲームにならないでしょ？
Heat courses through my entire body. Simply by not being able to move, the pain of discomfort covers every nook and tip of my body. The moon cell. The Spiritron supercomputer that ingests all of the world's information. This AI seeking to take it over had this much power. Deep within BB swells a titanic ego, an encroaching black mud that reverses even the fundamental structure of cyberspace.
そう、これが私のスキル。ドミナコロナムの力。ムーンセルを介して全てを掌握する力です。これで分かってくれたでしょ？この世界も先輩たちもとっくに私のおもちゃなんだって。ふざけろって。しかもドミナコロナムだと？それは世に対する挑戦か。
Looks like it's taking everything for Saber to support herself. BB hasn't even readied for battle, and yet there's this pressure. It must be the power of that unknown skill that she used to beat Leo. Just by standing in front of BB, now serious, most of my strength is getting sucked away. However, while that may be the case, it doesn't mean I can give up. That president who smiled as he asked the impossible of me told me I would take the torch. And what's more is that I'm not the only one fighting. My allies in the student council room should be working out a way to flip this situation around as we speak.
あれ？まだ逆らう気力とかあるんですか？すっごい。やっぱり人間の痩せ我慢ってとんでもないですよね。いえ、この場合は理性でしょうか。体力や本能を抑えつける強い理性と精神力。大変素晴らしいです。でも私はこうも思うのです。そういうのって本当生きることには足かせだなって。なのでまずはそれを壊しますね。ユリウスさん、もうやっちゃっていいですよ。
And there's Julius.
え？何？どうしたの？いきなり倒れて。ユリウス、あんた。
What? What happened? After Rin's noticeably loud scream, the student council room signal ceases. I want to hurry and reestablish the signal, but my freedom to do even that has been taken away.
リリー、旧校舎にいる人間すべての処理を完了した。 NPC たちはお前に降伏したいと言っているがどうする？
Yeah, Julius just killed them all.
オールデリートです。私を見捨てておいて今さら助かろうなんて倫理設定に問題がありますから。助けないのなら助けは請わない。それが筋の通った 矛盾のない AI の倫理観でしょ。
ではそのように死体はすべて虚数の海に捨てておく。
What the? Julius killed them all. He was betraying us from the very beginning?
はい、また一つ先輩の心の枷が消えました。これで一層頭を空っぽにできるでしょ。
Empty. The state of being unable to think of anything. To renounce thinking? Yeah, that's true. Right now I'm empty.
皆さんって大変ですよね。生地心がある分、いろいろなものに縛られて。なので私は考えました。みんなを楽にしてあげよう。そのためにムーンセルを使おうって。ほら、基本的には皆さんの健康管理 AI ですから、私。みんなを楽にするだと？そうですよ。さあ、ついに BB ちゃんの本当の目的を皆さんに発表する時です。5本。諸君、私はここに宣言しよう。私は人間の欲望を全肯定する。私は全能力で人間に奉仕しよう。そう、すべては人類と私の楽しい未来のために。建前なんかない世界、人が人として生まれ持った欲望を素直に吐き出して許される世界。愛するのも奪うのも生かすのも殺すのも守るのも犯すのも全部フリー。ムーンセルと私が一つになって全ての人の欲望を春がままに叶える世界を作ってみせるのだ。はい、ご清聴ありがとうございました。皆さん遠慮せず自分の欲望に素直になってくださいね。
This doesn't even classify as a stupid joke. A world where people just behave in line with their desires. One without order or affection. A dog-eat-dog world. Billions of times more harmful than the Holy Grail War. The memories are faint, but even the depths of the Master's resolve to fight to the end were painful for me. So, I can only imagine how heartrending the undignified deaths of people swallowed by a vortex of desires would feel like.
私の作ろうとしている世界がどれだけ素晴らしいかまだわからないんですか？じゃあ具体的にどうなるか教えてあげます。先輩だけのサービスです。
Within the scene that BB projects, people are disappearing one by one. The masters in the building disappear, and the building also gets engulfed in further corrosion. BB teleported them away to a world free of troubles. I can't tell how that differs from death. And moreover, BB's power goes through the moon cell and reaches the Earth. A waterfall of black mud spills from the surface of the moon. People across all classes accessing the network instantly stop in their tracks. Physically, they're still sound. However, their minds have been already swallowed through the net by BB's fabricated world without courtesy. They immediately stop moving and forego their physical lives. I see before me a train conductor stop moving. An accident occurs. Air traffic controllers stop moving, and countless planes collide. Factory workers stop moving, and toxic fumes break out. The few people who lose consciousness via the net cause societies across the globe to collapse, one after the other. Traffic signals freeze. Tanker trucks slam into buildings. Buildings go up in flames, roaring. Fire blankets as far as the eye can see. Yeah, I know of a sight that matches this one well. I know the single word to express this. The name of this is hell. Crafted by the hand of man, that there is a man-made hell.
分かってくれましたか先輩。
BB grins widely at me. A chill zips up my spine. That girl has lost it. Finally, from the bottom of my heart, I realize it. BB is an AI created by the Moon Cell to serve humans. Regardless of how rogue she's gone, her fundamental thoughts haven't pivoted from acting for humans. She understands this hell to be a utopia. She truly believes that this calamity is for humans. How terrifying. I wonder if this is what happens when a computer with a malfunctioning moral standard dominates the world. A world that will affirm one's desires without restriction is, in a way, something people dream about. But that dream must never come to be. It's a fiction which must never be realized. Even, for example, here on the surface of this moon, so far away from Earth.
そうですか。結局分かってくれないんだ。ま、いいです。もう見逃し期間サービスは終了です。この空間ごと虚数空間の底に落ちてください。もちろんそれだけじゃお仕置きにはなりませんから、サーバントさんにも罰を受けてもらいます。具体的に言うと消滅ですね。汚らわしいので私のメモリには変換しません。
Saber!
先輩を守る？バカらしい。もともと必要なかったんです、あなたたちなんて。だって表側に戻ってもその人だけは最後まで。何？
I wonder what she's referring to. I'm positive BB just said, won't be saved, didn't she?
何でもありません。それじゃ負け犬、いえ負け主さんたちはパッパって追い払っちゃいますね。サーバントは片付きました。次はもう誰の番か分かってますよね。海の底に沈んでいけ。もう会うことはありませんから、せいぜい余生をお大事に。
I sense a slow descent. The one freedom afforded to me, my thoughts, also start to be enveloped by a thin haze. This is the end. Ultimately, I wasn't able to rise out of this descent. Saber, Leo, Rin, Ronnie, and Sakura. I'm sorry. Hakano Kishinami has no strength left to fight. This time it's certain. Beyond this fall are the empty depths of hell. The sea above my head hasn't a single ray of light. Okay, well, I could end things off here, but I do want to see how the next chapter begins, so we're going to save. Oh, it's an interlude. You know what? Let's do the interlude. Chapter Bad End.
ようこそ快楽原理の底の底へ。ここにあるのは深い安寧。覚めない夢こそ至上のゆりかご。理性と本能、不快と快楽、どちらによるかはあなたの心が命じるままに。
Subjectiveness. Sound asleep. I think this game only has, I think an ending for each of the servants. The true ending. I think that's a normal ending too, but I'm not sure. Objectiveness up and active. Thus, before awakening, I'll sort out my memories. Verify my name. Hakuno Kishinami. The playable servants, so Saber, Caster, Archer, and Gil. No problems there. Verify the situation. This is a war, a battlefield on the moon. The Spiritron supercomputer which has recorded all information since before mankind's creation. The Moon Cell. This is the stage of the Holy Grail War, where control of the Moon Cell is fought over. The prize for this war is the chance to have any wish granted. The vanquished receive death, the victor glory. The modern-day wizard doesn't wield ancient dust-bound magic, but instead utilizes cyber hacking. The participants are called masters, and each are bestowed with a servant. The pair contend in the war to come out on top, for the death of the servant equates to the death of the mages. Hakuno Kishinami is also a master who joined that battle. Alongside his servant, he overcame every master and proceeded to the ocean depths of the Seraph. However, unforeseen, 69 days, glitch, attacked by, in the far side of the moon, a long, dry storage, wake up. Due to censorship within this memory sector, it cannot be sorted. Re-verify my situation. Hakuno Kishinami was taken and held within the far side of the moon. He lost his memories and his relationship with his servant returned to its initial state. After finishing his exploration, he successfully recovered his memories. On the 12th floor of the Sakura Labyrinth, he made contact with Bibi. His future beyond that point is unknown. The above mentioned is Hakuno Kishinami's present situation. The problem is, Hakuno Kishinami, having recovered his memories, found he had no objective, unlike other masters. During the Nearside's Holy Grail War, Hakuno Kishinami had forgotten his memory of who he was before joining the Holy Grail War. I guess when the preliminaries shifted to the main battles, some trouble went down and you sustained some trauma to your memory. Is what RT said. Someone I came to know during the Holy Grail War. Who am I? For what purpose did I seek the Holy Grail? Hakuno Kishinami has lost those definite reasons for existing. While having a vague self-definition, I was always fighting. Unless I fought, my life would be forfeit. But, if not fighting didn't mean certain death, if you and I could keep existing without understanding, sure enough, maybe this means you or I have some reason to fight. Within the crowd, or rather within these recollections, it feels like I heard a woman whispering. It's as if I was watching a fragmented dream. My body, it feels heavy. My vision is dark and terribly blurry. Where am I? Saber, is that you? I tried to make a sound, but no voice comes out. My throat feels weighed down, and my joints are sluggish. No matter how much force I put in, I can't stand up. Wait, could this be... Have I become physically incapable of standing on two legs? All around me, as far as my eyes can see, is darkness. The ground, which feels soft to the touch like fabric, stretches out forever. Maybe this is velvet? I don't see Bibi or Saber. Actually, there aren't any signs of living things being here. Maybe this is the ocean of the far side of the moon, an imaginary number space which has no exit. Just sitting here and thinking won't get me anywhere. Maybe I can't stand up, but I can move forward. It's pathetic to be crawling on all fours, but for now I'll explore the area. I
matter where I go, the landscape never changes. It's merely an expanse of darkness and velvet. Even minuscule sounds aren't made. It's the perfect silence. Unable to bear it, I try shouting, "Is anyone there?" But no sound comes from my throat. Could it be? This might not even be an imaginary number space. It may be the world after death. It could be that there's no one here but me, that there's nothing other than this landscape. After that presumption pops into my head, my heart starts to pang with anxiety. Paired with the discomfort of being unable to stand, an unpleasant sweat breaks out. Oh yeah, there's this form of torture where a person is forced to crawl about for a whole month to break them mentally. I wonder if this is one type of that. Actually, I prefer that it is. Torture is driven by someone's intent. If the torture is being done for some objective, then as long as that objective is met, that person will be freed. But what if this were being done for no reason? What if the world is always this way? I would have no choice but to keep wandering around here for the rest of my life. I scream out of fear, but my voice doesn't come out. Despondency and drowsiness rapidly assail me. One part of me thinks that this isn't the time to be feeling sorry for myself. Another part of me gives up, figuring there's nothing I can do here. What if this is all there is to this world? I can't help but feel like the right option is to do nothing. To just fall asleep. But even if there's nothing here, even if I can't stand, my body still moves freely.
何？まだ生きてるの？みっともない。負けが確定したんだから活動やめなさいよ。
That was a hallucination. I lifted my head because I heard someone's voice, but there's nothing in this space. There isn't even the sound of an echo.
無駄よ。
Oh, hey,
無
Rin.
駄だったのよ。全部無駄だったの。だから諦めて眠っちゃえば？理解できません。速やかな眠りを期待します。
Was everyone going to show up and tell me to give up?
怖いっす。怖いくらいなら毛布にくるまって現実逃避するっす。お前たちもう寝なさい。
諦めましょう。僕らには何もできない。僕らはとっくに成功の時期を逃していた。あとは速やかな自己解決のみです。
あのさ、お前もう終わってるってわからないの？レベル上げたって手詰まりだって。ライフ切ってスリープしたら？
So there's something up ahead now. Just how far have I gone, I wonder? There's no sense of time or distance here. It feels like I've crawled for an entire day. It also feels like I've crawled for nearly an entire year already, too. Those hallucinations, whoever they were from, have long since ceased. It's unclear whether I'm alive or dead. And there's Beepy. I can hear a voice. It's no hallucination. It's practically a wave reverberating through the space. But whose voice was this again? It's been years since even my own voice has been able to come out. What even was a voice? What shape did humans have, anyway? Can't picture it very well.
驚きです。ちょっと覗いてみたらまだ動いていたんですね。おとなしく眠っていればよかったのに、自分から目を覚ますなんて。人間は無駄ばっかりなんですね。わざわざ苦しんだり悲しんだり、そんなに痛いのが好きなんですか？
It's a voice. Probably the voice of a girl I've heard before. It's a soft voice, as if she's whispering, yet the echo booms. There's a strong pressure in my head. It's as if the space itself is speaking to me. My head isn't working very well. Is this a light of promise? If a voice is there, then that means the owner of it is here somewhere. My head may feel funny, but I know there's no such hope to be had. There's no exit no matter where I go. This is an imaginary number space under her control. Simply struggling, simply defying her is fruitless. I should do what everyone is telling me and fall asleep already.
出口なんてどこにもないってまだわからないんですか？あなたたちには何もないんです。脱出の可能性も生存の可能性も。だってそんなにも弱いんですから。
Scorn, toying, mockery, disparagement. Her voice directly imparts negative emotions on me. Not even a single change presents itself, let alone anything that looks like an exit. That's right. We lost. Completely defeated. Even by doing this, our probability of winning is 0.
無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄ですよ。早く諦めちゃってください。無駄。全部無駄ですよ。夕方の虫そのものね。ちっぽけな希望にすがってさまようなんてほんと無様です。一体何を期待しているんですか？雲の糸？正義の味方？そんなものどこにもありません。あなたのやっていることは無意味です。おとなしくここで眠っていれば苦しみからは解放されますよ。
There's no hope. No one is coming to help me. Like whoever that was said, I should just sit here and fall asleep. Nope.
恥ずかしい先輩。恥ずかしい先輩。恥ずかしい先輩。ああ、恥ずかしい。まるでというより完全に犬ですよ、先輩。ああ、もうだから無駄ですってば。ここは無限、永遠に回り続ける檻なんです。ハウス、ワンちゃん、ハウスですよ。これが聖杯戦争のマスターだなんてサーバントが見たらどう思うでしょうね。
This is shameful, embarrassing. I'm a really sore loser. Yeah, even I'm well aware of it. To be honest, I want to give up already. I want to rest now. I want you to stop making me go somewhere. I want you to realize that this is enough, that it's meaningless. ああ、惨め。すっごく惨めですよ。
識ももうそんなに縮んでいます。パリンコみたいですよ。もうすぐ見えなくなっちゃいますね。嵐の海に漂う小舟を見ている気分です。そろそろ疲れてきませんか？あなたはよく耐えました。今なら誰も笑いません。ほら、もう手を動かすのはやめてください。
I've accepted it completely. This really is a world with nothing in it. Let's stop moving forward. The voice is right. If I just go to sleep, I'll be freed. I don't have to make a choice. I don't have to see how this all ends.
ちょっと異常です。諦めるってことは知らないんですか？もう何もないって分かってますよね。自分の無力さを痛感しましたよね。眠りたいって言いましたよね。おかしい。どうかしている。狂っています。とっくに限界なのに、動く道理がないのに、なんでおとなしく眠らないの？
I'm at my limit. I can't even see myself. But it's not a particularly big deal. This is impossible. I can't see the end. But it's not an especially unusual thing.
止まりなさい。止まってください。止まれ。止まれ。止まれ。もうほとんど見えないじゃないですか。吹けば飛ぶぐらいの大きさじゃないですか。なのにどうして。どうしてまだ前に進んでいるんですか？あなたは異常です。もう戦う力も残っていないのに。
No. That's wrong. Even I had the wrong idea. Before I was dropped into this space, I stupidly gave this apology. I'm sorry. Hakuno Kishinami has no more strength left to fight with. I look like a fool. Such hubris was my downfall all along. No more strength left to fight. Seriously? That's natural. After all, I never had the strength to fight from the very beginning. What I had left within me up until now was thanks to the help from my many allies. Me winning and advancing through rounds was because I had the support of my servant. It's true. I have no such strength to fight. All that I've been able to do was move forward. That I stubbornly protected. That has been my pride. That's why, while I can move forward, while my body still moves, the one thing I don't want to do is stop myself.
なんて強情な人。いいです。私が甘すぎました。もう一度強制的に眠らせます。今度は予選のループなんか作りません。半端に記憶も残しません。すべての記憶を奪います。思い出のない無垢な記憶に赤ちゃんに戻してあげます。それならさすがの先輩ももう抵抗できないはずです。
Enemy program. I don't even have Saber with me. Just how huge is this thing? If I get caught by that thing, it's over. I'll be forced to sleep and my memories are going to be erased this time for sure. But there's no way I can escape this thing. Is this going to end with me getting trampled?
いや、間に合った。相変わらず見事な悪あがきだ。
Hey, Julius. So what's going on here?
ジュリウスさん、一体何のつもりですか？いや、それ以前にどうやってこの BB スペシャル犬空間に？
決まっている。今お前が送り込んだプログラムをビーコンにしてだ。ここは何もない空間。中の様子を覗けるのは創造者であるお前だけであり、定義する基準がないため誰も入ることはできない。だがたった今そこに確かな物体が発生した。対象 A があればそれを基準に座標を測れる。簡潔に言えば根負けしたお前の浅はかな一手が起死回生の隙になった。
Julius. What the hell is this door? And hey, didn't you betray the student council?
裏切っていたとも BB をな。あの女用意周到さだけなら
So he was a triple agent.
本気で使えなければ信用されん。遠坂ラニは生きている。本気で打ち込んだが死んではいない。
To sell the act,
今頃
right?
はさくらに看病されているだろう。まあジナコを BB に差し出した件は言い逃れできないな。あの女だけは予想外だったからな。対処法が考えつかず BB の命令に従うしかなかったんだ。
裏切っていたですって。量子空間の狭間で消える寸前だったあなたを拾ったのは私です。ゴースト化していたあなたを助けてあげたのに、その恩をあだで返すんですか？
そうだとも。亡霊を使うとはそういうことだ。俺は奴への憎しみでゴーストになり、その後は違う無念から残り続けた。俺には初めからこの無念を晴らすことしか頭にない。生き返らせるというお前の誘惑に乗るのはその後だ。
あなたは5回戦で先輩に負けて敗退したはずです。その後って何ですか
？6回戦の直前で止まっているお前には知り得ないことだ。どうということはないんだ。単に二度も死ぬ羽目になった往生際の悪い男がいただけの話だ。その中に入れ。出口ではないがお前が寄るべき場所につながっている。
Thanks, Julius.
迅速に突破し遠坂たちと合流しろ。 BB はまだ完全ではない。奴を倒せる可能性は残っている。 BB は月の裏側の全領域を支配、いやすでに同化している。だがそれだけだ。肝心要のムーンセル中枢には侵入できてさえいない。
シュリウスさん、シュリウス！
ムーンセル中枢のセキュリティは強固だ。あれは聖杯戦争の勝者しか入れない領域。そのため BB はアリーナに偽装して桜迷宮を作っていた。アリーナならば正規の道として中枢に接続されるからな。それが中枢に至
So
る
that's
唯
what
一
this,
の経
that's
路
what
と
the
か。
Sakura Labyrinth is. It's not a path to the far, to the near side. It's a path to the core.
迷宮はお前たちが踏破せずとも深くなっていたということだ。迷宮は月を貫通させるためのものだから。
そこまではシェイプシフター、裏切り者ごとそのゲートを破壊しなさい。
話はこれだけだ。急げ。その扉も長くは持たん。
Julius. I can't let Julius's sacrifice be in vain. If what he said is true, that there's still a chance to defeat BB, that we can't sit idle. But there's one thing I don't get. I stop in my tracks. I really do know nothing. Julius, if BB is right, then why would he go so far to save me when Hakuno Kishinami stole his life in the Holy Grail War?
それは愚問だな。友人を助けることにそう理由はいらないだろう。
Man. Friends. Julius and I? Despite us being enemies in the Holy Grail War and me almost getting killed countless times?
そうだ。知らなかったか？お前は俺の唯一の友人なんだ。
Oh, Julius.
何もなかった俺が見た最後の光。それを、たとえお前がまだ覚えていなくとも。行け。いいか。AI は一人でには壊れない。壊れたというのなら、そこには必ず外からの干渉があったはずだ。
Right.
俺ではたどり着けなかったが、お前なら救えるはずだ。暴け。そして見極めろ。あの愚かな AI がなぜどうやって暴走したのか。
Julius. He's getting further away. The man who packed a ton of emotions into calling me friend is disappearing into thin air. My vision, which had become accustomed to darkness, becomes enveloped in a dazzling light. This is where Julius and I have our farewell. Here in the far side of the moon, I part with the man who cared for Hakuno Kishinami until the very end. Man. A relief. After finishing the teleportation, I found myself in a blue space. It looks like the bottom of a deep ocean, but I'm not suffocating as much as before, nor do I sense any danger. Now I can stand properly. The joints in my knees and elbows don't hurt. I was forced to crawl on all fours, but my body seems fine now. For the time being, I'll go see what's up ahead. Julius led me here for a reason. There has to be something essential for me here. Is that Saber? There's Saber. That's Saber! This is great! She's alive and well!
待って、貴様は誰だ？気安く話しかけるでない。世を誰だと心得ている。
Saber? She's acting really strange. I'll calm myself down and start the conversation again.
知らぬ。初めて聞く名前だ。敵ではないようだが、貴様、何者だ？マスター？貴様がか？ り笑わせるな。腹が痛い。いや、すまぬ。バカにしているわけではないのだ。思い詰めた顔でありえない冗談を告げられては世も耐えられぬ。壺に入ったというやつだな。その方、なかなかの弁士と見た。世は確かに英霊としてあり、契約を待つ身である。しかし、世はまだ誰とも契約をしていない。いや、契約に値するものを見つけられぬし。
Saber's words bring my thoughts to a full stop. This shock is different from what happened in the previous space. Saber doesn't remember me. She doesn't remember contracting with Hakuno Kishinami, how she accepted me as a master, the battles we've been in. None of it. Please remember, Saber. Unable to hold it in, I shouted those words out.
なんだ?
There's no change in Saber's expression. This is terrible. Compared to this shock, the pain from before was child's play. The person I bonded with forgot about me. This anguish can't be expressed with words. The more precious each moment we spent together was, the bigger the wound I receive from each is. Was our bond so fragile you could just up and forget it? I want to say this and give her a piece of my mind. But I can't go thrusting my disappointment on it. I can't go thrusting my disappointment on anyone, much less to Saber. No way. The reason is because although Saber may have forgotten completely and looks unconcerned, Saber is actually the biggest victim here. To question and criticize Saber in this situation would be the worst, most selfish thing I can do. How can this be? It's at this point that I finally realized something. To forget completely is far sadder for the ones who were forgotten than the one who actually forgot. And that happened once before. That's the pain that I made Saber go through in full.
その真剣な顔、何やら事情があるようだが、世は答えられぬ。何しろ、世は自分のことしか覚えていない。記憶障害という。
Is that a labyrinth core? Why is such a thing here? And it looks like Saber?
世もわからぬ。だが、世に並ぶ者のいない美しさ、華やかさは間違いなく世である。世はあそこまで行きたいのだ。しかし、どうしてかここから先は足が止まる。貴様、見たところ自由に動けるようだな。もしやあの場所まで行くのではないか。一人では不可能だが、誰かの後についていくのなら進めると世の本能が訴えているのだ。
Saber is requesting to accompany me up to that wall. Without hesitation, I nod in agreement. I may not know what's going on, but it makes me happy that I can do things together with Saber. Also, if we get to that wall, we may be able to recover Saber's memories.
では梅雨払いを頼むぞ。旅の仲間というやつだな。
What was that? Hakuno Kishinami, were you injured at all? I reply, I'm fine. The
The moment I tried to go past this point, a current of electricity ran through my entire body. I don't see anything that looks like a trap, though. What's going on? It's her organic current, rejecting spiritrons of other wavelengths. Like what you humans would call leukocytes. It attacks any harm that enters.
BB. Damn, she already caught up to us.
これは
Who are you? I can tell from a glance at your face that you're an imp, but you're not materialized, are you? Yes, I'm unable to enter this place as I am, for this is a servant's spiritron core, the inside of Saber's mind. Though my computational power has expanded, I can't read in this format. Sending my eyes and voice in like this is my limit. This is the inside of Saber's mind. Then just like with Bryn and Ronnie, the sculpture chiseled into that wall is Saber's true self. You're right. When Saber fell into the imaginary number space, a defense mechanism caused her to enter a hibernative rest. To fend off the Spiritron collapse occurring 1 minute later, she stopped her own time. She's frozen, basically. That wall is your servant, protected from collapse by being frozen. The servant beside you is the instinct functioning to protect their true self. That there is your servant's initial state. Oh, so that's how it is. I see. That makes sense. You're wicked on the outside, but your knowledge is vast. So then if I rouse my sleeping self over there, I'll regain all my experience, correct? If you can. Perhaps you would like to approach it? Perhaps not. Being in this state matters not to me. I only came this far out of curiosity for what that thing was. So long as I know the truth, there's no need for me to draw near. No, if I had to say, I'd prefer not to. So much that I couldn't go alone. I'd say that's fair. You are instinct. That is reason. When reason awakens, instinct is suppressed. I'm sure even you don't want to disappear. Please sit still and continue waiting within yourself for your next summoner.
Of course. I suddenly got an idea. This situation is the same situation as the preliminary school building. Back then I kept seeing dreams of the preliminaries. Saber right now may be in the same state as I was then. BB said that her reasoning is asleep. So if I do the same thing Saber did back then, I'm sure that will.
Slow, aren't you? Beyond this point is an area with a Spiritron core. Any and all outsiders will be attacked. Without backup from the student council room, foreign elements will be promptly disassembled. Understand, Senpai? If you go past this point, you'll be treated as a virus and be taken apart. I sent my voice here because it's a waste of resources to have my cheeky rebel destroy himself in a place like this. I've decided that while the student council members live, I need to use your life effectively. I'll make cautionary media out of you. So, since dying here won't leave a dead log, please don't die like a moron. Take this as a warning from me. Go any further and you'll die. Be good and turn back. Do so now and I'll let you go back to the existing regions and return to the old school building. Okay? I created a gate at the coordinates you were teleported to. Please use it to come back, Senpai.
BB disappeared. I guess she can't intervene like she's done in the past because this space is a mental image of Saber.
So the exploration ends here. Sounds like the area ahead always had this structure. It's not like the Black Mantle woman is blocking us. As I know what it is, I have no more business with it, nor do I care to get closer. What will you do now, my Hakuno Kishinami?
What am I going to do? I'm being asked what I'll do. No need to even think twice. If Saber is up ahead still sleeping, seems the electric current changed from warning me to attacking me. I was able to sense that from the current just now. One part of my body internally collapsed.
あの娘の話を聞いていなかったのか。その先は本人しか立ち入れぬ領域だ。死ぬ気か貴様。
I understand the situation, but I'm sure that this is just speculation. Also, this isn't the time to be resting. There's still a path up to Saber's slumbering core. Before my mind gets worn down by the pain, I need to get over there somehow. Another part of my flesh internally collapses. I can't feel from my ankles down, but I still have the ability to move my legs. If I can move them, there's still no issue.
若者、世は助けぬぞ。そもそもあれを起こせば世が消える。
I see. I hadn't thought that far. If I wake up the reason, the instinct will disappear. Just to the Saber in that initial state, my actions aren't inconsequential, but bothersome. I'm essentially an enemy, so this is better than getting cut down. But even so, I know I have a selfish ego, but I don't want to stop moving. It's just my imagination, but it's half as bright out now. It's a little dark. My limbs getting heavier is a problem, but if the lights go out, my fate may be sealed. In any case, it's getting harder to see Saber.
そんなにまで世を消したいのか。だがその前に自分が消えて何とする。今ならまだ間に合う。 もう怒ってはいない。戻るのだ。
I've still got another 30% of me left. I can make it. With this much, and keeping balance with what's left of my head, I should just barely reach. My body suddenly got lighter. Apparently my abdomen completely vanished. Fortunately, my sense of pain isn't working very well. All I feel is disgust with the sense that I've become a skeleton monster. Hopefully I'm quicker on my feet, as much as my body got lighter.
よせ、もうよさぬか。おとなしく戻るがよい。なぜか胸が痛い。とても見ておれぬ。
However, now we're in the right order. She was probably the one hurting first. She believed in Hakuno Kishinami and raced to that starry sky. Similar to the depths of hell. is. That's Saber's true form. Saber fell with me into the imaginary number space and ended up frozen. This is her mind. If I can just free it.
わからぬ。全くわからぬ。世の記憶など放っておけ。なぜそこまでするのだ。
Saber's voice makes an impact on me. Why am I doing all this? I mustn't put it into words. Once I had lost my memories of Saber and me. I saw Saber's face, which looked disappointed and regretful for that loss. That's enough of a reason. I have no regrets or hesitation in putting my entire soul on the line for this.
「そこまでです。この先は最後のファイヤーウォール。絶対に進ませません。
BB. And an attack program.
せっかく封印したサーバントを解放されてはたまりませんから。あなたをここで排除します。
I can't dodge it. In a few moments, Hakuno Kishinami's Spiritron structure will be smashed to bits.
"その人を野放しにすることはあなたにとって自殺行為のはずでしょ。その通りだ。しかし動いてしまったものはしょうがあるまい。何しろ本能だからな。やりたいと思ったことは何があっても止められんのだ。
Saber. Saber is protecting me. She hasn't got to know Hakuno Kishinami, and this should be irrelevant to her. And yet here she is.
貴様の言っていることは全く信じられん。世が貴様のような凡人と契約するのは天地がひっくり返ってもありえない。ならどうして。だが信じた。誰が何と言おうと世は信じた。というか、端的に言えば惚れた。星が落ちるほどの一目惚れだ。あなた行くがよい。何、嫌なことは気にするな。本能とは舞台裏に引っ込むもの。そなたは間違っていない。そなたの正しさは他ならぬ世が高らかに歌い上げよう。世を起こし世に頼むがよい。任せたぞ、我が奏者よ。
Saber encourages me on. I stretch my now hollow hand out into the ether. I feel a defined shape in the palm of my hand. My disintegrating body and now disintegrating mind flow into the cold sculpture. Now, what should I do? Such a doubt crosses my mind, and I immediately shut it out with a dry laugh. I hardly need to think twice about what I should do. There's only one thing I can do. Yeah, as always. Come to me, Saber! I call out that name, as always.
そなたの声、そなたの痛み、そなたの心、しかと見届けたぞ、マスター。たとえ我が信念を思い出さすとも、そなたと世は一心同体。ならばこそ、世のすべてを預けよう。我が宝具、我が心は奏者のもの。受け取るがよい。今のそなたなら従前に扱えよう。
After Saber calls to me, every one of my missing parts is restored. The space is a mental image of Saber. Hakano Kishinami was perceived as a foreign body until now. In this moment, I became foreign to her no longer.
解禁されるなんて、そこまでの成長この先輩はできないはずなのに。世は今燃え上がるほど嬉しい。そして同時に都がほど怒っている。このように封印されたばかりか、我が奏者にあのような恥辱を味わわせてくれるとは。愛しき男にイアナの病犬を演じさせる。盗作の美というやつがね、悪くない。褒美を取らす。存分に歯を振る舞ってやろう。遠慮は不要だ。でも容赦はしないからな。聞き惚れよ。しかしてたたえ、さらに謝れ。世は思考にして至上の明記。言うまでもなく屈辱は10倍返しだ。時は来た。思考の芸術の解禁だ。幕を上げよマスター。オリンピア・プラウデーレ、門を開け。独唱の幕を開けよ。
Hastus Domus Aurea. Pierce damage and weakens enemies in the Golden Theater. Only after you charge it up.
世の独壇場だ。ヌプティアへの鐘を鳴らせ。世の独壇場だな。ヌプティアへの鐘を鳴らせ。そなただけは守りきる。 ヌプティアへの鐘を鳴らせ。喧嘩と散れロサイクト。見事な采配だ。
About using a Noble Phantasm. Noble Phantasm can be used once per battle. Noble Phantasms cannot be used right away. You can view the activation requirements from the status menu by pressing the square button.
猿がよい BB。 そしておとなしく待っておる。貴様が出張らずとも奏者の方から追い詰めに行くからな。調子に乗って投影が意識できない。覚えてなさい。
BB vanishes. Saber, who used to be Instinct, is also vanishing. Before me I see Saber, whom I was separated from. After a very short time, extremely long time. With being separated, I can see Saber smile again.
何も言うな奏者よ。今言葉を尽くされれば己を抑えられる自信はない。残念ながら我らがすべきことは他にある。 PB めの目的が明らかになった以上、もはやここは世の心の中、いつまでも長居すべき場所ではない。正直恥ずかしくもある。目を閉じ心を安らかに。では戦いに、いや元の居場所に戻るぞマスター。そなたはまだ誰にも負けてはいないのだから。
My consciousness contracts and expands. Along with my consciousness, there's a course that seems to be shifting into another world. My soul detaches from my body and from the world. I'm transferring to the space where Hakuno Kishinami belongs, to the dimension I'm attuned to. Midway, my mind calmly considers that what happened until now, and the future from this point on. Leo was defeated and Julius took his leave. BB's power was too overwhelming. Beating Lancer and the alter ego wasn't enough to resolve our dilemma. Were we really ever capable of winning against someone with a privileged skill of that caliber? No. We have to win. This dilemma isn't exclusive to us anymore. BB's goals are clearly insane. If she ends up gaining control of the moon cell, then civilization, or perhaps the Earth itself, may meet its demise. We have to stop BB no matter what. That's precisely the last job Leo entrusted me with. All right. So I think on that note, we'll end off here for today. Oh man, what a fucking day. Wow. Wow. HR. Yeah, game's about 70 hours. Hold on, how far am I? How many hours have I put in this? 27? Well, we only have, what, 3 chapters left? Thinking I might take the day off tomorrow, honestly. Yeah. So I think tomorrow we'll start tackling chapter 5. Or not tomorrow, Tuesday we'll start tackling chapter 5. Yeah. Yeah,
Like, I know it differs per person, obviously. But I'm thinking... I mean, another week and a half should be enough for me to clear this game, even if I take... Because I'm thinking even if I take a day off tomorrow... Thinking, how much time do I have? So let's say I do what I was doing before, and we do... Well, assuming the chapters are layered the same way. So if I do one section per day, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I should finish with enough time. Although I'm sure there are going to be days where I do more than one section at a time. Which I might start doing in future chapters, or in future streams. Just so I have enough of like a buffer before the 26th. I think that might be what I'd do. Yeah, no, I think we're on track to finish this before then. Or at least, this first playthrough anyway. Because I said it before, but I do plan on streaming this again to do the CCC ending. Because right now I want to do, I think the regular servant ending. One of those. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's probably the best thing that happened to you today, right? Alright, so I'll call it a day here. And I'm going to go live for CCC again on Tuesday the 16th. That's when we will stream again. And we'll start up with Chapter 5 and see where that's going to take us. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on Tuesday for more CCC. Alright. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you in your corner of the world. I'll see you all later. Alright. Bye, everyone.